Everything working?
I'm waiting to see if stream is... Yep, stream's back up. So yeah, let's just keep going, apparently.
Alright. Okay, so my beautiful 6 stealth check. While just striding into this cavern.
As you're like thinking about, she's gonna take a step back.
Oh my god, Surgot, please.
Everything working?
I'm waiting to see if stream is... Yep, stream's back up. So yeah, let's just keep going. Yeah, alright, let's get in there. Let's get in the cut. Let's get some goddamn adventuring done tonight.
Woo!
Hopefully,
it's been like 40 minutes. You're acting
terrible.
like it's been like 3 hours.
Oh, I mean, not because of you guys, because the fucking... I live out where, like, they use chickens as actual, like, terminal operators at my ISP. It's just yardbirds. And as we all know, yardbirds hate me. So...
Well, you do eat them
I've devoured so many of their kin. And in case you didn't know, in the fucking deep south, your kin is something worth feuding over.
Right.
Okay, so back into it.
Yeah.
Phaedron and Ornithur are entering the cavern. There's a drunk and sleeping ogre on this pile of straw. The pile of straw, as I've already mentioned, is soaked in the staved-in wine barrel. Well, the wine from the staved-in wine barrel. So there is a very flammable concoction over here. You know? And then there's a cozy campfire directly, almost like 3 or 4 feet away. Easily scatterable coals, whatever.
Brilliant plans right there. Who needs coals when you got a fire source for...
Right?
So I guess I'm just gonna keep walking and assume that he didn't hear. Like, I'm gonna lean back and over my shoulder just be like, you can always... if he wakes up, just set him on fire. Like, set the hay on fire, it'll be fine. Totally fine. Yeah, I'm gonna keep walking. Because that's what I do. Let's see. You still not woken up? Because I'm
still you're like clank, clank, bang! Like your flail, like as you turn to check behind you, your flail swings out from your hip and bangs into the cave wall, and the ogre like snorts and rolls over in its straw, and then like pulls this tattered, ratty, disgusting blanket over its shoulder.
Okay, yeah, continuing on.
Okay. I'm just gonna...
Okay, so as you enter, you see very plainly in front of you the signs of scorch marks and a deep crater in the hard-packed dirt of the floor, along with several enormous spatters of blood that basically coat the ground from the north to south side of this particular tunnel. And further in, I'm pretty sure, let me see what your sight can see. Yeah, you see the body of a large and monstrous humanoid with an enormous cranium, thick muscular shoulders and legs, laying beside yet another smoking crater, with enormous shards of metal jutting from his throat and the side of his face. And you see a step pyramid-style construction in the center that sticks out above the ground about 10 feet.
Oh yeah, she's definitely been here. Just keep walking.
Once she gets probably about, I'd say, here-ish, and sees like the other dead ones, she's gonna pretty much turn around and look at you and then say, "Do you really think we should just leave him here?"
Well, you see them, right? She points at all the dead ones. Yes?
Why did he just move?
He just rolled over.
Oh, okay.
And then rolled back into the warm spot in the straw.
Yeah, it's like, you see all of them, right? Well, the person who probably did that is further in, so if he's not going to wake up, it's not a problem. If he does wake up later, then we can just... Philina kind of enjoys blowing up things bigger than her, which is almost everything, so...
Accurate statements.
Short.
She shrugs.
I mean, unless you want, like, we could take it on 2-on-1 if you really want to, but kind of looking for someone here, so.
Yeah, like I said, she shrugs and just says, "You insist," and looks longingly back at the ogre and just like,
We can get it on the way out, if you like. Do I see any indication of which way she went, aside from the fact that there's kind of like almost a trail of bodies?
I mean, aside from that, I mean, she's a tiny gnome, you know, in an area that appears to be frequented by ogres and other large creatures. So, if she left any footprints, they're yeah, exactly. If she left any footprints, they're very likely overrun by the any of the other inhabitants.
Alright.
So, is this a pit of some sort?
Yeah. So if you walk up to the edge of it, you see that it is a sort of ringed step pyramid leading up to a lip that appears to be open to the air, and you can hear the sound of air whistling over the lip of the rim as it descends into the cooler air in the cavern below.
Don't fall in.
Weird place. For a, what are they called? I guess I'll just call it son of a...
Yep, so as Carolyn... No, I'm sorry, as Carolyn. As Phaedron approaches the southern end of the room, you hear an alarm ringing throughout the cavern, the bellowing sound of enormous voices approaching from every direction, and the heavy slapping of bare feet on the hardened stone floor.
She kind of looks at Phaedron, steps up a bit here and like looks down there. Can I like put a firebolt down there, like something down there to like? Okay, all right. Yep, she's just gonna jump.
Okay. Oh shit! This is a terrible plan. Ah! She literally like kind of like goes up to the edge, like just carefully. And then her boot slips and she just falls in.
Okay, so yes. As you guys jump in, you see an enormous hill giant approaching from the cavern to the east. You see a half-ogre from the northwest, the ogre that was drunk on his pile of straw, stumbling in from the west, and you hear many, many more. Alithia donating $6.66. Roses are red, violets are blue. This all-female cast doesn't care about your flowers because they're about to fuck this ogre's shit.
I would like to.
A beautiful rendition.
Later.
Yeah, a beautiful rendition, Alithia. Appreciate the donation. Gonna fill up the cup for another night.
Woo.
As you guys fall.
It's so dark.
I know, right?
I can see my little...
As you fall into the darkness for an unknown distance, before crashing into a pile of bones that break under the force of your fall. Both you make acrobatics checks.
Oh, good.
Shit. Of course it's an acrobatics check. Glorious.
Stealth was good. Acrobatics, not so much.
Yeah, except I have a disadvantage on the stealth, so not so good.
Okay, so... Kayla, you take 5, and then Carolyn, you take 2. As you fall through the darkness, the bones, actually being quite brittle and old, turn to powder beneath the impact of your fall, and somewhat cushion you from hitting the incredibly hard-packed stone and earth beneath you. But you find yourself in total darkness.
Alright, I'm gonna use, wait, just kidding, that doesn't work.
You have spell some shit, right?
Yeah, I do, but I don't think Firebolt, I don't think I can maintain that. As like a... I mean...
That character don't you have...
Oh, I have fucking light. I'm an idiot.
I was gonna say, I'm like, I thought you had light.
Hold on, what is that? What are the specifics of it? What? I don't need to roll dice for light, please.
Light, please.
Okay, I'm gonna like fumble around and like, cause she's like right next to me, right?
Yeah, I mean, as you're fumbling through these bones, like, your hands are sliding through, like, clicking and clanking piles of femurs and skulls and ribs. But yeah, I mean, you can easily reach out and find her in the darkness.
Okay, then whatever I touch first is what I'm lighting up.
Oh, god damn it.
So, That might have been her armor. That could have been her mace.
I was gonna say, if you're standing, it's like if we both managed to like stand up and you're to my left, it would be my shield. But other than that, you could like any piece of my armor probably.
All right, let's just say it was your friggin' gauntlet then.
Nice.
So now we have 20-foot light and 20-foot dim light.
Okay, so you did do the light thing,
Yeah.
and it's all on Phaedron.
Yeah.
Yes.
Apparently, just on my right gauntlet.
Okay, so as the light flares in the absolute darkness of the cavern, you see shadowy figures swooping down, extending spectral hands towards you and keening in unimaginable rage and pain.
Okay. You hear from a far distance, Phaedron! And she's running.
Oh.
What the?
Dude, I can't see her yet, right? I mean, I can kind of see her. Is that considered dim light, I guess?
Yeah, it's dim light.
Like, Felina, there you are. How did you get down here?
Look out, look out, look out, look out! And she's pointing.
I see them. Thank you.
Yeah, we're in initiative order, guys.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like,
Do that sick initiative rolling.
Okay, so this is all new character sheet. What is that under?
It's going to be under initiative, so it's going to be on the front page, under core, near the top.
Oh, now I see it.
Okay. And what you want to do, you want to click your token and then roll, and it adds it to the initiative just like it did on the side over here.
I remember how it works in Roll20. Since they started, I've been trying to like study how to work the sheets.
I got you.
We'll see how this goes.
Yeah, and by the way, you guys, any armor you're wearing only covers your breasts and your genitals. That's it. That's it. Wearing chainmail bikinis. That's all we got.
And if I'm not wearing any armor,
oh, then you screw.
I guess like.
Who's your naked friend?
No.
Yeah, it's happening.
That's right. Okay. Let's go back to these guys.
Who reminded them about that?
My chat, obviously.
I
think it was Arnheim actually.
I see it. Arnheim.
Yeah.
Your trick.
Pretty sure it was Arnheim. Whatever. Arnheim is here to stay. He's like, it's like 4 o'clock in the morning where he is, but he's still here. That's the fucking dedication we got going on. Alright, so, Phaedron, you would go first. You are currently prone.
Of course I am.
But you do have all of your equipment.
Right. Okay, well, I'm gonna stand up, which is half movement, right?
Yes.
Do I need to, like... I can easily see this one. The other two are kind of like in the shadows still. Do any of them like look more threatening to me? Just like as a seasoned fighter?
Oh my god, Alithia, yes. The wraiths all break out water and start soaking the ground to turn it into mud, and the mud wrestling begins.
Oh my.
Lisa, don't encourage him!
yeah, please.
Okay, yeah, so as a seasoned warrior, what were you asking?
Like if out of the two different enemy types, I felt like one was like more of a threat than the other.
You would have to make a knowledge religion check, which you can make as a free action.
Okay.
It is entirely possible you have
Your
run across
religion.
these things at some point. The shadows that are approaching you from the east appear to be smaller and don't give off the same sense of menace and dread that the one from the west does.
Alright. Well, guess I'm gonna step up there and smack him then. As bonus action, I'm going to use my Shieldmaster feat, which I conveniently just named this particular one Shield Bash. Makes sense.
Okay, so you're going to bonus action shield bash. Nice.
Wow, jeez.
Right? 8th level characters are strong. Note to self. Let me turn this music down a little bit. There we go. Alright. Yeah, so as you lunge forward to bash it with your shield passes through its smoky form with a swirl of ectoplasm, and it cackles madly in your face as it reaches bony, shadowy fingers towards your face to suck out your precious soul energy. Still your turn.
Yep. Alright, in that case, I'm just going to attack it twice.
Well,
probably hit it. I mean, hopefully.
Yeah, exactly. So as your shield has no effect, you turn using the centripetal force from the rotation to slam your flail, the head of your flail, into the spectral crown adorning the creature's head, and you crush it into a pile of goo and ectoplasm that leaks down over the head of the flail before withdrawing it, and the head reforms as you remove your flail from its semi-corporeal form before smashing an overhead arc down through its body and crushing an enormous globule of gelatinous ectoplasm that spatters across the floor for a total of 29 damage. Good job.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Why am I not on the turn order?
Did you select your token when you rolled your initiative?
I thought I did, but I guess I didn't, so I'll do that again.
I got it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
You win there. Alright, so is that the end of Phaedron's turn?
Yes.
Okay. And then the creature, cackling madly at you as you withdraw your flail, lunges at you as you pull back, exposing a vulnerability in your defense. Does a 14 hit you?
No.
Yeah. So as it lunges towards you, you once again come back on guard with your flail, warding off its attack, and it's forced to withdraw or else suffer another crushing blow. However, whilst Orifuer is still prone...
Good.
Yeah, good. Perfect. Perfect.
That's what I wanted.
The two shadows surge forward through the air. And as they do so, you feel the air around you growing cold and lifeless as they plunge towards your body, attempting to drain the life energy from it.
Rip.
Rip. Oh, it was nice having this character, I guess. Does a 14 hit you? Probably shouldn't. Yeah, you're a draconic sorcerer. Probably shouldn't.
Yep.
But a 17 should.
Yes, it does.
Yep. Okay. So the first one lunges at you and you scrabble backwards with the bones, trying to avoid it, moving directly into the path of the other shadow as it sinks its ethereal hands into your ribcage, reaching into your heart and lungs, and you feel them still and spasm as you take a total of 10 damage, necrotic damage.
Okay.
And your strength is reduced by 3 as you feel your limbs lock into rigor, as the oxygen is drained from your lungs and the blood slows to a thick sludge in your veins. Orifuer's turn.
Alright, I am going to... I guess the one right in front of me, I'm gonna, Burning Hands.
Okay, get in there with that Burning Hands. Injury Master, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the Empire. Hope you enjoy your stay with us. I promise you Michelle will be back next week. She'll be as pretty as she is in her picture, or else I will fire her. So, thanks for joining. Can we get some follower hype in the channel for Indra Master? Warm welcome.
Warm welcome.
Alright, so you Burning Hands them. Very nice. Good choice, by the way. No attack roll, which means no disadvantage.
Yeah.
So a cone of flame erupts from Orifier's hand. And the two shadows recoil from the heat and the light. Okay, interesting.
Sorry.
The one that still has its hands in your ribcage, unable to avoid the brunt of the attack, and instantly immolates. You see the shadowy ectoplasm making up its form catch fire, and it burns with the with an accelerated ignition, sending clouds of sparks and steam up into the air as it implodes into a tiny dot of shadow before disappearing entirely. The other one manages to completely avoid your attack and maneuvers itself for a better position for the next round.
Oh, and as my movement, I'll stand up.
Got it. Up next is question mark, question mark, question mark. Whoever that is.
So, are these things, like ghosts? Or, I understand what they are, but can I see them? Or are they like phantoms?
You can see them. They are visible. They're hard to make out in the darkness, but since Carolyn casts light on Phaedron's whatever, shield, tiny bikini breastplate, whatever it happens to be, they're now clearly visible in the magical light.
Arnheim, why you do this? This is why we can't have nice things.
It's exactly. You can't have nice things.
What if I use Shatter? Would it?
Okay, so because you are an evoker wizard, you can exclude up to 1 plus the spell level's number of targets from the area.
Okay, so easily I could.
Which means you can exclude both of them and hit both of these guys.
Okay.
And it should be a 10-foot radius thing, right?
It is.
Which
so
means
if I
it would
threw
be
it, like, right here.
This size, right? You'd throw it at the juncture of those squares.
Yeah. Yes.
And you would exclude those 2.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and actually cast the spell instead of hitting the info button.
Oh, well, I was hitting the info because I thought it would blow it up.
That damage,
Ah,
though.
you
Yeah,
didn't
that's
fix
sick
it.
damage! Oh, let me look at your character sheet.
Tisk tisk, Byron.
The
I know,
damage,
right?
it says 3d8.
That's what it's supposed to be. Oh no, okay, so... yeah, here we go. Damage dice... 3d8, no damage mod. Alright, so I'll just roll it manually this time. Or you can roll it manually. So you type bracket, 3d8, close brackets.
Or I could just do it through
Flash
the
roll.
thingy like I know. Okay, d8,
Yeah, 3d8.
3d8.
There you go.
11.
Yeah.
Yeah, so explain how you cast a spell.
Okay, so you all hear her. Well, if you're looking at her, you see her take something out of a bag that she's holding, and then you hear her go boom, boom, and throw it. And it lands right in front of Phaedrian, and then the cast goes off, so.
I reflexively put my shield in the way, even though I know she's good at not hitting people with her shit.
I know what this
Wants
is.
to, but
Yeah, so you see this little globe of metal with 2 wings and like an owl's beak on the front flying in at you
Yes.
before it explodes into a cloud of metal shards and crystal. And the metal shards pass harmlessly through the form of the wraith and the shadow. However, the crystals embed in the ectoplasm and stay in their shadowy forms, and you hear a keening pain coming from both of them. As miraculously, neither Ordefuer nor Phaedron are harmed by the blast. And is there anything else you want to do on your turn? You also have a bonus action because you're a rogue. You can dash, disengage, or hide. Dashing doubles your move speed. Disengaging allows you to move without taking attacks opportunity. And hiding, you have to have cover or obscurement to do.
Can I just move instead of like running a full whatever?
Yeah, you can move where you want. You can move up to 25 feet. And if you dash, you can move 50 feet.
Okay. I'm just gonna move to about here.
Okay.
That's all I had.
All right. Up next is Phaedron.
alright, since I discovered that Shield Bash didn't do shit, I'm just gonna swing at it again.
Sounds like a plan.
Best plan.
Nice. Good hits. Good hits. Yeah, so again, you turn a full circle, swinging your flail, using the rotational energy to smash it through the creature's form before turning it in a figure 8 and back down the other direction, carving huge chunks of the shadow stuff that makes up its body. And you see that it's having a very difficult time maintaining its corporeal form. The shadowy crown on its head is flickering in and out of existence as it attempts to dive down towards you once again, extending its hands towards your face, trying to suck at that sweet life energy. However, with a 10, Why is there 2 rolls? Yeah, how worth 10. As it sweeps down, you once again drive it backwards with a flurry of attacks from your flail, keeping it from making any kind of effective contact with you. And Orifeuer, the remaining shadow...
You can call her Ori if you want.
No, I'll call her Orifeuer.
Oh, alright.
Yeah.
I was saying,
I think it sounds good, so I mean, it should be fine. Yeah, so as it dives down towards you, once again, as you're scrambling backwards over the pile of bones, your foot turns over the malleus, the ankle bone, of some humanoid creature, and you begin to fall backwards, and it lunges towards you, pulling it to its chest, and you feel the life force being drained out of you once again. For a total of 7 damage, as once again, the blood thickens in your veins, you get another 3 strength damage. And the air is pulled from your lungs as your diaphragm contracts, pushing all of the good oxygen out of your chest. Ori's
So I've taken total 6?
6 strength damage, correct.
What happens if I hit 0?
I don't know.
Yeah, is that another thing?
That
Like,
is a good question.
Say it again.
yeah. What happens if I hit 0 strength?
You die.
What?
You die. You're just a 0 strength, you die. It's in the rules.
What the?
Jeez, well, what are you at, 4?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Well, I know what I'm doing next turn. I didn't know strength damage was a thing.
Yeah, I didn't even know that was a thing either.
It's like, he said it, and I'm like, oh, I think I've heard that.
Oh, is it my turn? Oh, it's totally my turn.
Kill it with fire.
So she's gonna, like, be, like, pretty much looking like she's, like, collapsing under the weight of something super heavy, but she's not even, obviously, like, again, not wearing armor. So she's kind of, like, hisses a bit. And then, where'd it go? I was just cast Burning Hands again.
Death Carolyn, sweet, sweet death. Foyas making his presence known. Nice damage.
Ooh.
Yeah, so you're casting against the same guy, right? The same
Yeah.
shadow. Alright.
Mm-hmm, that one.
Let's see what he does. Yeah, so as it swoops down towards you once again, alright, not even that, like, you reach up your hands to either side of its head, and just flame erupts from between it in like a white-hot gout of fire, and you incinerate the creature, turning it into charred flecks of ectoplasm that drift to the ground around you in shards of ash. And you still have your move action.
She's gonna move right there. And then that's it.
Alright, and up next is Mystery Woman, Mystery Gnome.
Okay, so with Ice Knife, can I still exclude Phaedron from the explosion?
Absolutely.
Okay, that's what I figured, but I wanted to make sure. Okay, that's what she's doing.
Okay.
Let me roll it.
Okay, so explain how you're casting this spell.
Okay, so she sees that one go down, and so she looks at the other one and takes out another piece of metal that you guys can tell, whispers something to it, and then she says, "Boom, Spike, go!" and throws it. And if you guys do notice it as it is attempting to hit this creature, it isn't yet another owl, but it's shaped like a attacking owl, like a spear. So.
Yeah, so as the spike leaves her hand, it flies with unnatural speed directly into the body of the shadowy creature looming over Phaedron. And you see it stick there for a moment, it looks down at its chest as the like explosive tip is sticking out of it, and then it explodes into a concussive ball of force, dealing a total of 7 damage. And as it does so, it blows the crown off the creature's head, and it rockets off, clanging against the far wall before dissolving into a cloud of motes, and the creature disappears into the shadow from whence it came.
So, out of character, how do you regain strength?
Is it long rest that
I
regains it?
believe you do, yes.
Just a long rest?
Yeah.
Okay, then... She's gonna be, like, attempting to maintain her posture. She's gonna be, like, dusting herself off, and you can see a slight limp in her gait as she walks over to Phaedron and just kind of asks her, like, she points at the tiny little elf?
No.
Gnome!
Yeah.
Right. I, like, figured, but I was like, I don't know. And she says, is this the one that you were looking for?
Yep. Pretty much.
As you guys are talking, she is like scurrying around to look for the crown that came off because it's metal.
Yeah, you find the blackened crown up against the wall
Okay.
over here, in the shadows, like tucked under a ledge.
Okay, she'll take that and she puts it into. Or what did we end up naming it?
Oh my
Hold
god.
on, I gotta look at my items. Hold
Oh,
on.
no.
Harness
Hold
of...
on.
Okay.
Harness of helpful hoarding, which is my bag of holding.
Nice.
And then she'll come scurrying up to you guys, and then she's like, Phaedron! Phaedron, I had to go down here because the big monster's up there. They're mean. They tell me I can't take their metal, but I take it anyways. But they're really, really mean. They tried to take me from the hut. I exploded the hut. I'm sorry. We don't have anywhere to sleep tonight. Maybe. Is it still standing? Did you go there? Hi, you're red. You're like super red. And she like puts her hand out like she's gonna touch one of your scales.
She's gonna kind of, like, just be, like, looking down at you. You do that, like, because how tall is she?
Oh god, she's tiny. Oh god, hold on, I don't know where any of my stuff is. How tall is she, Byron?
I mean, she's small size, she's a gnome, so she's probably between like 3 and 3.5 feet.
It's at your kneecap.
Yeah. So you can, like, touch basically, like, her knee.
Whatever
or
is
her, like-
exposed by her armor bikini, you can touch.
Yes.
She's not really gonna stop you, but she's gonna be, like, looking down at you distastefully, and then look back at Phaedron and be like, is she always like this?
Mm-hmm.
She's
She's
like
more
petting
useful
your
than she
knee.
looks. Like you.
She's petting your knee and she's like, I've never met anything like you. Oh, that face! Phaedron makes that face. And then she makes that face. Like she's been practicing. I'm gonna call you Red. Can I call you Red?
Sighs, and as long as you don't touch me again, you may call me whatever you wish.
Grumpy. And you see her like stalk off a little bit.
Alright, let's take a quick break, like, let's take a 2, and then we'll be back into it.
Okay.
Back into cut.
I'm gonna go get a drink.
I'm gonna stay here. Byron, please.
And I'm back.
Yay! It was just me, and I was
So
alright.
lonely. Did you?
Our heal bot isn't here yet.
I know, it makes life difficult. Though, I mean, technically she couldn't heal the strength damage either.
No, I know, but I'm talking about, like, just in general, just because, I mean, I hope I wouldn't be taking more damage again, but still, it's nice to...
I'm not feeling too bad that you're the one that took the strength damage since you don't actually use it.
Yeah.
Oh, I would have been so fucked. Did you hear my Did you hear my dig?
Your what?
My dig at your character.
No, I didn't. What?
Damn, I spoke too
Yeah,
fast.
she said something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what did you say? Because it was when my character was like petting yours. And you're
Yeah.
like, is she always like that?
Yeah.
And I said,
What'd you say?
I said, she's more useful than she looks, like you.
Oh, she would have been like mock aghast at that, like, like just,
What? It's like snap, snap, snap.
Oh, everybody's
Shit.
back.
What?
Excellent. I said everybody's back. Excellent. All right, so we're out of initiative order, and we are back into what happened to my music.
you broke it.
Shh.
Carolyn broke it.
I
There we
did
go.
have no such.
All right, so you guys are down in the bottom of this cavern. The roof is about 40 feet above you, where the beginning of the hole leading down into here bores upward to the ceiling, and then this is basically shaped like a cone in the interior, and the center is covered in the broken and shattered remains of skeletons, mostly of humanoid creatures of medium size or smaller, though there is the occasional large or huge-sized skeleton amongst the rest. And that is basically all that you can see in this room. The room is of dark stone, the walls are of dark stone, the ground is of a hard-packed earth and a lighter-colored stone, and to the north you see a branching series of tunnels leading into the darkness.
Is there anything worth looting in here that I
You could
noticed?
certainly make an investigation or perception check to see.
Oh yeah, my best things. Does it matter which one I pick?
No, not really.
Does Mystery Lady have a source of light? Or is she just scrambling around in the dark?
She might have dark vision as a gnome.
Well, that doesn't usually like it. You need to have at least some source of light, though. That's not
Right.
blind sight, I don't think.
No, dark vision does count total darkness as dim light.
Really?
It does.
Oh, well,
Yeah. Well.
never mind.
Well then,
Yeah.
madam.
See anything interesting?
Yeah. So as you're looking around in the light of your glowing whatever, is it a shield or
Gauntlet.
a flail? Gauntlet. Okay.
Gauntlet.
I think she does that. Like, she touched
The
my
hand
right
of
arm,
light,
basically.
like the one of 4 pieces of armor you have: 2 gauntlets, 1 bikini, 1 bikini top, one bikini bottom, and 2
Oh,
gauntlets.
God damn it.
Yeah. So yeah, like as you're looking around, you find amidst the piles of bones several pieces of jewelry, as well as a total of 13 platinum pieces, 42 gold pieces,
What?
and assorted jewelry. Oh, let me even let's not even do assorted jewelry. You find a torque, a golden torque, worth 100.
Oh.
You find an ivory inlaid dark wood bracelet, worth a total of 50 gold pieces. And you find a ruby ring worth 400 gold pieces amongst the
Wow.
bones.
Ooh, she's gonna see that ruby ring and just be like,
Are you going to see the ruby
I'm
ring?
gonna hold it away from her. Like,
No.
whoa, whoa.
she was watching her make that, searching around in the, freaking bones or whatever. And, she, makes a little cooing noise at the redstone and just kind of, approaches her and just said, I think that would look nicely on my finger, don't you think?
Isn't your finger already red?
It would complement my skin tone, don't you understand?
Fine. Take the damn thing. Gives no shits.
And she puts that on her whatever finger it fits on, and hopefully it's a big enough ring. And if not, then she's just gonna put it in her pocket and make it into a necklace or something, and then walks away and just I guess starts to walk this way, but then realizes she can't see anything, so waits.
Forever 49, women fighting over jewelry. Accurate statements.
I don't want
Accurate statements.
jewelry. The money might have been nice, but the jewelry, no.
Women only concerned about money. So typical.
Still accurate.
All we found. So, I mean, it's not like.
It's true. Alright, I put the rest of the stuff in my inventory sheet. So just as long as you write down the ruby ring, we're covered.
I'm not writing down anything.
Wait.
Not you. I'm talking to Carolyn.
Carolyn, you're letting Carolyn be the scribe?
No, I have everything
just
but
my
the
ring.
ruby ring because
Oh,
it was
gotcha.
yours.
Gotcha. Okay. Whew. I was worried for you guys for a second. I was like, you guys not gonna have any treasure in a little bit.
I knew what you meant.
Byron, what was the treasure we got like 5 encounters ago? I don't fucking know.
Scroll back up.
Yep. Alright, Felina, do you know a way out of here?
Oh, I fell down. Up there. And she points up at the hole.
I was kind of hoping you'd been down here before, but
Oh,
we'll
no,
have to go out the hard way.
They don't even like me being by the entrance.
Shocker.
As you guys start going down like the thing, she says, "Come on, Professor Hootley, let's go. We're on an adventure." And she comes running past.
Oh god, I need to add a fucking token for Professor Hootley.
That's right.
Oh, and for
Professor Hootley. As you walk past,
Is that her
you'll
familiar?
notice-
She doesn't have a familiar.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was worth asking.
When you walk past her, she was like shining something, but once you actually see it, it is an owl made completely like silver from random metals, and it moves like its eyebrows, and it'll hoot at you.
Do you have that fucking owl from the what's that? Jason and the Argonauts or whatever?
I don't think I've seen that.
No.
I'll have to
It
look
Does
sounds like
anybody
what it
remember
is,
the Clockwork Owl? No.
Yeah.
That sounds
I'm not
familiar,
the
but I don't-
only one.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Alright. Does anybody have a preference on direction? Looks like we have 3 options.
She's yeah, she's just gonna wait for you guys to go. She's muttering like last time I went first anywhere. I ended up like this and didn't just gestures. Gestures to the strength stat at the moment.
The what?
Yes, I know, right?
Alright. Guess we're going straight.
My music stopped again. Why? You're supposed to be on repeat.
While she's at it, she's gonna cast light. Actually, on her own, like.
Oh, good. Mine goes away then.
Oh, does it? Oh, I thought I could get. Never mind.
No, it only lasts lasts until 1 hour or until you cast it again, something like that.
Oh, that makes more sense than what I was. Yeah.
So as you guys travel to the north, you hear the sound of low chanting coming from the northwest. In that direction. It appears to be a woman's voice, and it is chanting in a language. What language does everybody speak?
I speak lots of languages. Common, Draconic, Dwarven, and Elven.
I've got
What's that
Common
under?
and Dwarvish.
Say it again, Belinda. What's the language under? It should be at the top of your sheet.
Oh, I see it now. Common, gnome, thieves' cant. What is that? Sylva.
Sylvan.
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 So none of you understand this language. It's quite guttural and hoarse, but it appears to be it is intoned and almost musical quality.
But it sounds like
Guttural
only
and
one
hoarse.
voice is doing it.
Say it again.
But it sounds like only one
Una voice, one voice.
Anyone want to check it out?
Has it been doing that since I've been down there?
Yes.
Okay, so
That's-
what is it doing? Is it singing, or does it sound like it's singing?
It sounds like chanting. I mean, it may sound kind of like singing, but it has a very different cadence to it.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of which, the funeral we went to yesterday, there was a shitload of singing. Like, so much singing. I forgot to ask... What? About what?
They're what? Presbyterian?
Presbyterian, yeah.
Yeah, so they sing a lot.
Oh boy. So many songs.
Bust out the hymnals.
Yes! The hymn
Yes.
books!
Ooh, my favorite.
Anyways, yeah, so...
It's like I like some worship music, but not hymnals. I'm sorry.
Oh, I guess she's gonna like be pointing towards the direction of the noise to and be like, "Aren't you going to go investigate, Phaedron?"
Well, if you think it's worth it. He said northwest, so general
Light.
direction. I know. Stay with the light, ladies.
Light source, come back!
Clank, clank.
Right? Making no attempt at stealth.
Oh no, you're high. Coming.
Can you, Belinda?
I'm coming. I was trying to get it where it would pull both the tokens at once.
Oh yeah, you can drag the mouse over it.
Yeah, I finally got it.
Yeah, so as you head in this direction, you hear the sound of the chanting growing louder in your ears, and it appears to be also, not only are you getting closer, but it is rising in volume as you do so.
Oh.
Motherfuck. Keep going.
What? That sounded like a bad thing. But keep going.
Yeah. No, it's because Roll20 earlier was acting all fucked up because it was being slow, so I was having a hard time importing something that I needed to import. Don't worry about it. Just keep going in the direction you're going. Don't question your decisions.
Right.
Surely nothing bad could be happening.
Of course not. Does it sound like it's coming from straight or to the right?
From to the north.
Okay. Clank, 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 clank. She keeps looking back over her shoulder to make sure she's not losing the little gnome in the darkness.
Mm-hmm.
I won't hit you with my flail if you don't stand so close.
Well, you're moving so slow.
Yeah, so as you're going down through these tunnels, it is spiraling down and to the east, and it's a fairly steep decline, probably 20-30 degree decline as you're going down. So you were descending probably a total of 20 to 30 feet as you're walking through this narrow, cramped tunnel that you can barely squeeze yourself through. And let's see. You see a large chamber opening before you at the terminus of the tunnel.
Still want to check it out?
Yes.
Right.
I'm quite curious now. I'm going all this way. It's starting to adapt to your voice. It's I don't.
My really awkward half accent. I see anything exciting.
Okay, so you see, as you enter this room, there is a stepped tier of stairs leading upward to a large central platform. There are large topaz crystals, 8 feet tall, at the corners of the first, third, and fifth tier of this arrangement. They're all carved in octagonal geometric forms, culminating a spike at the top, or a sharpened tip at the top, and there is yellowish white lightning crackling between them from the tops of each of the crystals, leading to a central area that is there are 4 spiraling staircases leading to the center of an altar, upon which rests a grapefruit-sized globe of topaz carved into hundreds of small facets, glowing with an internal light, and the lightning or electricity or energy from each of the pillars is feeding directly into it. And on the far side, there should probably be some kind of light coming from this.
Yeah, I was hoping
From the lightning?
From the lightning.
I mean, it's not going to be a lot.
That, strobe light effect.
Boom. There you go. And on the opposite side, standing at the base of one of the staircases, is what appears to be a tiefling woman with curling horns extending from the back of her head, clad in a deep purple gown with a golden belt cinched at her waist. And you see 2 diaphanous wings extending downward from her back. And she's holding her hand out towards the crystal, intoning the ritual or spell or whatever it is that you've been hearing for the past several minutes. and there is a golden glow forming in her palm that is mirrored in the facets of the crystal in the center of the altar.
She looks. My character like pulls on, or how do you say that? Orifera?
Yeah, pretty much.
Orifera. Okay.
Orifera.
Pulls on what little clothing you have on, and then
Linda,
when you
stop that.
if you look at she doesn't have any. She pokes your like butt muscle. 'Cause you don't have any armor on. And when you look down, she's like, "Is that your sister? She's got those thingies," and she makes little horns.
Too good.
She's just gonna like. Is she whispering or is she just saying that? Like.
Yeah, she's. It's not quite a whisper, but it's a very low tone voice. Like she's trying to whisper, but not. It's one of those people that thinks they're whispering, but they're not really whispering.
Yeah, basically.
She's just kind of like look down at you and just kind of give you like not the evil eye, but like the I'm kind of tired of this eye, and just like and just say I'm of no such kind that she is, although her wings seem to be more developed than mine. And she just like kind of like reaches kind of by her where like
Starts
her back.
pouting.
Yeah, and just like because they have vestigial wings, right?
Say it again?
Like the Dragonborn, they don't have like they have like
They don't
They
have
have-
any wings.
Yes.
I thought they had like tiny little vestigial ones, like
If it's under their
Baby
clothing,
wings.
maybe, but not usually.
Quintus is like, hey, what if the woman had cool magical boots of Jimmy Choo? Right?
what?
What?
It's a designer. How the fuck do I know who a fucking shoe designer is?
I was like, who the fuck is Jimmy Choo? Is that like a train person? Like,
It's a shoe
Okay,
brand.
so Quintus, these are not real women. These are like nerd women. They don't know.
wow.
They don't know designer fucking shoes the way you and me do. All right.
Please.
I couldn't even tell you who
Wait,
my shoe.
so okay, so she doesn't have wings?
I thought I had little tiny wings, but I guess I don't, so she doesn't make that comment.
No.
Why can't she have little tiny baby wings?
Because I thought Dragon Ball had little tiny baby wings.
Yeah, but we
they
could write it in that you have
Yo,
little
yeah.
baby
So
wings.
Well, at level 14, she gets full wings.
why
so
don't we
it'll be-
say that like she has like the wings, but
Baby
the membranes between them are tattered and like they're not functional? I'm fine with that. It's no big deal.
I was just say if they were small.
Technically, they don't have tails either.
You want like tiny like little fucking like Tyrannosaurus wings, like Tyrannosaurus Rex arms with wings
Pretty much,
instead.
because like at level whatever 10 or 14, I don't remember. I like literally Kayla just said which one it was.
14.
I get actual wings.
Yeah, so how about we
But-
just have you have full-sized wings, but the membranes are not developed?
All right. Okay.
I mean, if you don't fucking want that, that's fine. You can have little T-Rex wings.
That's why I thought it might be more reasonable.
If you want to be a little fucking mutant, that's fine. You can have your little T-Rex
Oh my
wings.
God. So as you say that, and then you're like reaching on your back or whatever, she's still in that same type of voice. She's like, "You should eat grinder mice. I'll give you some, and you'll grow big and strong like me."
Oh my god,
Phaedron hears that and looks back and just like shakes her head.
the fucking grinder mice. Please, Belinda, stop.
So much fun. And she's smiling, but then you see her try to mimic whatever little not evil eye, but like you're tired of this eye. You see her doing that back to you because she doesn't fully understand what that meant. So she does it back like it's a wink or something, but she's like, yeah. And she smiles again.
Oh no.
Oh jeez.
It's like,
I don't even.
So we're here. Is there something specific you wanted to do?
Can I make an Arcana check to like see what the hell she's doing?
Please do. Please do.
Okay. Because if it's particularly dangerous, I kind of want to learn.
What the fuck are grinder mice? Asks the chat. Gargamond? Yeah, so with 16, you notice a very distinct and esoteric ritual that you are not privy to. You've never seen this particular kind of magic being performed, but it appears to be either a conjuration or transmutation ritual that appears to be reaching its end.
Sounds like a bad thing.
I kind of want to go out and, like boom counterspell, but like I don't even know if like that would even work. because if she's not directing like an attack spell or something. No, it's any spell, right?
I was gonna say if she's casting, and if the level.
I thought he
is
said
of
that she
one
was in the
ring.
middle of casting a spell.
Right, that's what it sounded like.
I mean, she's gonna be like looking pretty longingly at those big ass topaz gems.
Of course she is.
And hey, I want my damn hoard. She's gonna kind of like motion to Phaedron to like be like, well, shouldn't we stop her? I don't know what she's doing, but it doesn't look good.
Well, I don't know what she's doing either, but if you want me to stop her. And I guess I'm gonna. This is a terrible fucking plan, and I blame it all on Carolyn.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna try to use the dash action and run towards her.
Yeah, so like as you guys are like,
I should use like
as
10.
you guys are like talking and whatever else, like deciding what to do, you see her palm flare with energy, and the topaz multifaceted crystal in the center. Yeah, the crystal in the center rockets out of it, basically like the field of energy holding it in place, and makes contact with her palm, and you see a glowing yellow light pouring from her mouth and eyes for a few seconds before it diminishes, and you see her blink and then open, and her eyes are the same again, and she looks down at you. Having completed her spell,
Just give a little awkward hello wave. Apparently she spotted us.
hi there. No, don't mind us. Don't.
Where's her tail?
mind
I don't see her
us.
tail. Hold on.
Not all tieflings have tails. Please.
It's true.
Lame.
Please.
It's one of the more common things they can have, but it's not always there.
If I had vicious mockery.
Just have Patty do it.
Yeah.
Patty, vicious mockery.
So she's not like making any moves to like attack us or anything, right?
Nope. She is not.
Okay, then Ori's gonna like walk around Phaedron and just kind of step forward and be like, "What is it exactly that you're doing?"
Are you asking the woman?
Yeah, more shouting, I guess, at this point.
Sure.
Just not like stop what you're doing, more of just out of genuine curiosity, like what are you doing? And how did you obtain these gems?
Yeah, she looks down at you disdainfully as you question her, and she says, "A pitiful half-breed such as yourself should keep their questions well inside their misshapen skulls. Filthy
Kind of like
creature."
laughs, actually. She laughs a bit and said, "Aren't you a half-breed yourself?"
Less. Phaedra just like.
I am ascending to my true heritage, unlike you.
And she's like amused at this point and just kind of like, my heritage is nothing of not
Precisely, it's nothing. Nothing worth speaking of.
rude. I was like,
Rude?
really.
Such a bitch.
She was trying to talk. She just out of character needed a minute to think.
Yeah.
Oh, I was going like she's
You're
going
like,
to
interrupt.
she's going to interrupt her.
Yeah.
This motherfucker here.
Ooh.
So, does she have any hair on her head?
Yeah, she does.
Who?
The woman.
The tiefling.
Yeah, she does.
Oh, okay.
She has long, sort of like mousy gray, straight, oily hair, slicked back from her forehead.
Bitch, you need a shower.
So you see, you hear my character be like, "Your heritage is really nasty. You need to wash it."
Phaedron manages to stifle her laughter, unlike me.
Ori's gonna laugh. She's not gonna.
You pitiful, noxious creatures aren't worth my time. My servants will take care of you. And as she says this, she snaps her fingers, and two enormous, muscular, hunch-shouldered giants appear in clouds of noxious smoke as she disappears.
Damn it! If she was
What
like
a
walking,
bitch.
I was gonna be like, "Oh, you can't even fight us yourself, you fucking."
You're gonna fire yourself, you fucking bitch? You're gonna fucking let your goddamn giants do your work for you?
Pretty much.
Got you.
Of course that I had to step forward, but
Let's roll that initiative.
the
It
one
makes sense. It was a terrible plan, but at least it made sense.
Heritage. Oh my god, please.
Oh,
I'm
so
on it. It's gonna be a good
Please,
night.
please stop. Mercy.
of course.
She doesn't honestly know what heritage means, so she was just like hair at edge.
No, it was great. It was.
Please,
You're
please,
a nasty girl.
please do not encourage. Please stop.
What's that, Mr. Metal Bikinis?
Please stop.
Oh.
Okay. Okay.
Oh yeah, please. He's just out for revenge. He's mad
What
that I
is
killed
your
him, like,
dexterity bonus, Caroline?
I believe 2.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
you go before they do. Alright, so up first
Oh, so
would be Belinda, followed by Kayla, followed by Carolyn.
Someone grab me and pull me back.
That isn't really cool. Here.
I think it would still provoke, which kind of doesn't help you
Would
at
it still provoke? If they're like replacing me with them?
all. That would be a DM call if you
Yes,
would
any
allow.
movement out of somebody's fucking square provokes.
Yep, unless it's forced by like a thunder wave type effect.
Correct.
Okay, so quick question. How are we doing spells? Is it like spell points? Or
No, we're doing
you can
actual
only
spell
like-
slots.
Spell slots.
Yeah.
Okay, how does that work?
So on your,
You
on your
have a
character
certain
sheet,
amount of. Oh, okay.
yeah, no, on your character sheet in the first page, you can
Okay.
see your spells known. Well, I'm sorry, not your spells known, but your spell slots per day. It's right there in the center.
I see spell cast.
There's spell slots, like on your core page, under the exhaustion level area, like to the right of the initiative and down. There's spell slots.
Okay, exhaustion. Okay,
So what you should have been doing is you cast Shatter, which is a first level spell. Second, whichever it is.
okay. Shatter. I think with. Hold on, let me look.
That's fine.
I did 2 spells.
You did Boom Spike and you did Shatter.
Yeah.
Okay, Boom Spike is a first level,
And Shatter second
Yeah.
level. Okay.
and Shatter is second.
So you need to mark those off on your first on end of page. Like on the right hand side of your spell page, there's also that same like spell slot breakdown.
Okay, I see. Like it says 4 out of 4th, and
So
then
you reduce
3
it to
out
3 and you reduce it to 2, like that.
Okay, you already did it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So this is okay. Awesome. This keeps up with everything. All right. What spell did I add that causes a shockwave that'll push him back?
Thunder Wave.
What was that? 2
Boom
or
wave.
It has to be
3?
centered
a-
on your person.
It's
though.
a first level spell.
First level.
Correct. However, she can exclude both you guys from it because it's a first level spell, and she can exclude 1 plus 1. So she can exclude both of you. So she can basically make this and exclude both of you from it, and then it hits both of them.
Okay. Okay. Did it get it? No.
Okay, you gotta hit the cast button. Button!
I am. And then it says input value.
Oh yeah, input value 1.
1.
Yeah, because you can cast it at a higher level.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I remember you talking about it now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you cast Thunderwave, or describe how you cast your spell.
Okay, so as soon as she sees these pop up and that they're pretty much literally could just sit on Red there, her friend Red now,
Yeah.
she's trying to push him back, and so you see her yet again pull a piece of metal out of her bag, and then is it from her, or is it something she tosses out?
It's from her. It's directly in front of her.
Okay, so you see her put her hands up, like as a stop motion, and then does the wave with her hands. And she's like, boom wave, when she gets done.
Patron has
All
her
right.
ears plugged.
Yep. So this concussive blast of superheated air rushes past you, somehow once again excluding you from the area of effect of the thunder wave, and the 2 giants, completely caught off guard, are smashed off their feet by the rapidly expanding cloud of air, each taking 8 damage, and being pushed 10 feet away.
I got you back, Red.
Alright, so you still have a
You're
bonus
like-
action and a move action.
Okay, so explain what the bonus action is.
Bonus action can be a spell. It can be, in your case, since you are a rogue, you have the Cunning Action class feature, which allows you to dash, hide, or disengage.
So I could cast another spell.
If you have a bonus action spell, yes, which I don't think you do.
How would I know if I had one?
It's listed under the casting
Is this not
time
the-
in your
Okay,
spell.
now I see a bonus and action.
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and say no because I don't know if I have any bonus.
Pretty
because
sure
I
you
go
don't.
through them.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna check it because I like to know what I'm doing,
Okay.
and then I'm good. So you move on.
Alright, so next up is Phaedron.
Ooh. So she pushes past Orpheus, who
Mhm.
nearly got squished. It's a good thing the gnome is so useful. And I'm going to attempt a shield bash on
Okay.
this one I'm next to.
Sweet. Do that bonus action shield bash.
Ah, damn it.
I mean, it may work,
Where's that? It might if it rolls really crappy.
right? It might
As
work.
a fucking giant.
Yeah, so
No,
you
I think
you
it's
slam
totally
your
fine.
shield into its knee and it just looks down at you as like your shield buckles a little bit. And it goes, huh?
Ori yells at you, use the pointy end!
I think both those hits are like you slam your flail like up into its fucking groin and you hear a
Oh, no.
squishing you hear a squishing sound. And it doubles over like
Gonna have to
it like
watch-
leans
gonna
over
have
on
to
its
watch
knees like as you withdraw your bloody like tissue smeared flail from its nether regions. Any other actions?
Going to have to watch that later.
Yes.
No, I guess that's basically all I could do. Because, like, trying to intimidate or anything like that is a full action during combat, right?
Correct.
Okay, I thought so. This is like, well, still, I'm gonna just yell at the southern one just to try and like be like, "Hey, ugly, over here!"
Nice. Drawing aggro.
Yeah,
Alright. Orti's
come
turn.
at me, bro.
Step back. And oh wait, damn! I wish I would have gone before you, because then I could have like hit him with a fireball first, and then
Technically,
Then you
if
could have
you
gone
put
in
it
there.
far enough past me, you can still hit them with a fireball. Fireball's fucking huge.
oh wait, how big is it again?
It's 40-foot diameter,
20-foot radius. So yeah.
so just make sure it doesn't hit me, and it'll be fine.
Actually, I'm gonna do something else first. I'm gonna cast Melf's Minute Meteors.
Okay.
Meteors.
Okay.
Oh, that's sick damage.
And where are you casting them?
I can do 2 the first time, right? And then 2 each time after
You can
that.
do 1 or 2, yes, correct.
Okay, so then I'm gonna do 1 right here. It's an unoccupied space, right?
Yeah.
Okay, right there, and then the other one, like, let's say, like, just like right there.
Okay. And they need to make dexterity saving throws, their highest save,
Well, of course.
because hill giants, super
Yep.
dexterous. Okay, you know,
Ooh.
alright.
Oh, come on!
Alright.
20 and a 1, really?
Alright, you know. So the one giant, like, as he leans over from being smashed in the nuts by Phaedron's flail, he manages to avoid all of the shrapnel from the minute meteor exploding next to him, as it basically peppers his butt cheek and back, doing no actual damage. The other one, however, is you cast your minute meteor, it explodes about head height, searing the side of its face and sending shards of superheated rock burrowing through the flesh of his cheek and eye sockets. And he bellows in pain as he takes a total of 9 damage.
Phaedron yells back, Of course! Hit the one that's undamaged so it's pissed at you instead of me!
Perfect! Well done! What are their
Shrugs
actions?
and grins a bit.
Uh,
Any other actions?
Nope.
Perfect. Yeah, so the giant standing next to Phaedron, like, holds one hand over his groin before raising his other hand with a huge chunk of darkened, hardened heartwood of a distant tree, attempting to smash her into the ground with his great club attack.
shit. I know what their strength modifier is.
Surely, yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal. However,
Of
the
course
27
not.
probably is.
Yeah, that one's gonna. That one's gonna
Yeah,
hurt a little
it's
bit.
gonna be less than pleasant. So as he swings for the first time, Phaedron nimbly dodges aside, deflecting with her shield, angling it away so his club smashes almost into the crystal, but his returning side swipe catches her at the hip and almost crushes her off of her feet as she just manages to sway below the blow at the last moment, taking a total of 25
Shit ton of
damage.
damage. Okay.
Yeah, you feel your hip almost fracture under the force of the blow, the muscles and tendons bruising under the incredible impact of the blow, as the other ogre charges towards Ori, raising his club high into the air, attempting to smash her
He should have
within...
he totally should have disadvantage because he's going into like a tunnel, right? Mm-hmm.
He's not going into a tunnel. He's putting his goddamn tree trunk into a tunnel like a fucking pool cue.
Oh my god.
Well, he misses, so
So there, Mr. Giant. Yeah.
damn it.
Right? Yeah, so as he smashes his club down, this time, like, poking furiously into the tunnel with his great club, he smashes Ori, catching her in the diaphragm, blowing the air out of her lungs. Make a concentration check. DC 10. It's DC 10, right? It's 10 or
Yeah.
half damage, whatever's higher.
Yeah.
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 Make that save, madam. Nice. So even as the air is being pressed from your lungs, you still manage to continue intoning the words of the spell, keeping the meteor circling around your head. However, you can feel your rib cage and your abdomen are both bruised by the incredible force of the tree trunk smashing into your stomach. Mystery Lady's turn.
There's so much to pick from. I'm having a hard time choosing.
No. You can
Like all these shiny explosions. What is
I know!
My suggestion would either be Boom Swarm or
I don't know, like, out of character, how hard these things are to kill. Because Boom Swarm is the same thing that Carolyn has up right now.
correct.
So, I don't know. I don't want to waste it.
I mean,
You know.
in
Well, they are
character,
hill giants.
in character, you wouldn't know either. You just saw you saw Phaedron getting clubbed to shit by this fucking hill giant. So
Yeah, no, I understand that, but I mean, some of the choices you would make out of character for your character would be whether you understood whether this was like a big issue or not. So I don't.
no, the hill giant ruptured Carolyn's diaphragm by poking furiously into the tunnel.
Oh dear God.
No! Oh! Patty! God damn it.
Patty, you are the goddamn greatest.
Oh my God.
Why?
Oh no.
Okay. So
Okay,
yeah.
so both of them have been damaged, correct?
Yeah. Okay, so based on the D&D system of like damage calculations, neither one of them are even grazed at this point. So like they still have
Okay,
much
so
more
they
than
look-
3/4 of their hit points.
They look fine. The one's just holding his crotchal area.
Yeah.
And stabbed him, right?
Yeah, he got his nuts smashed by Phaedron's flail. The other guy got a pretty good like shrapnel blast to the face by Ori's.
Wait, how do I look barely
Meteors.
grazed?
No, they do.
No, they do. The
They do.
giants
Oh, I thought you
do.
were talking about us. I was like, I am not barely grazed.
Alrighty, we'll go ahead and cast that.
Oh no.
I'm going to 0 damage again. What is this?
It's just Byron's a failure. It's okay.
Oh my god.
2d6.
Fucking rude as fuck.
But we still love you.
Savage.
Just roll that
Okay,
2d6
10 damage.
damage twice.
Yeah, if it hits. twice?
Yeah, and exclude
Okay.
Phaedron from the attack.
Of course. Okay.
Would be appreciated.
Without ever having to say it, they will always be excluded unless it is specified that I do want to hit them for some reason.
Okay.
Which we hope never happens.
So
I have a question. Why would she roll damage twice?
yeah, 'cause
2
I
individual
thought that-
meteors?
Yeah,
Yeah, 'cause
it's two meteors, bro.
Why didn't I get to roll damage again?
Didn't you?
It was 2 different meteors. No.
I was going
Oh.
to say it's calculated.
Well, only one of them
so-
hit.
I only
well,
hit
the
one
half
of them.
damage. The half damage still would have mattered, I guess. But
Whatever. It's fine. Don't worry about it, guys. I got it.
Do you want to take the 10 or do you want to take both of them?
No, both of them are fine. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just.
So
They
when
make.
this starts happening,
Good.
Good.
No, you good. I'm just rolling saves.
No, you go.
No, you go. You hang up. No, you hang up.
it's a
God,
lot of
no.
sweets.
no. Okay, so Red would be able to see from her that hers are meteors, like when she cast it, but when you see my character, they are silver owls just flying around, being sent out.
Tweet, 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 tweet.
Tweet, tweet, motherfucker.
Wait, owls don't tweet. What?
Hoot hoot, motherfucker.
I'm thinking of those.
Canaries?
the-
like the-
Well, no, it's
Oh,
like the
yeah.
ones that spin around your head when you're like dazed.
Oh, yeah.
They usually tweet.
Alright, so yeah, both giants catch the majority of the shrapnel from the exploding owls, homing in on their locations. Once again, Phaedron, in the center of the blast, takes no damage, surprisingly, to everyone.
Including yourself.
Yeah, and you have a bonus action and a
Friend
move
of
action
shame.
still remaining, if you want to take them.
I do?
Yeah.
I have a what now? I'm sorry.
A bonus or a move action.
movement. Yeah.
Or movement. Nah, probably stuck in here.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm just going
Or he's
to yell
tanking
out,
for you,
that's
you're good.
rude. I'm just gonna yell out, that's rude, and I'm pointing at, like, this stick. Or, well, it's a tree, but she's, like, pointing at that. Like, stop that.
Alright, it's Phaedron's turn.
Oh man, look at these big little things next to me. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna still keep focusing on the one that I at least know that I've damaged more. It'll get him out of the fight. It's like I could do something to the other one, but then eventually my plan would lead to an opportunity attack, which I would not enjoy. So,
No.
so yeah, shield bash. And hope for an actual decent roll this time.
Pretty
Hey,
good.
that was
It's pretty good. And you were bashing this guy?
Huh? The north one.
Alright, so you're knocking him prone.
Try to knock him prone.
Alright, and it's still an athletics both ways, right?
Hmm?
It's an
Yeah,
opposed
yeah.
athletics either way? Okay, yeah, so this time, like, as he's reeling backwards from the dual explosions from the tiny evil owls homing in his position, you take advantage of his off-balance and drive in him with your shield, pushing him off of his feet, and he falls a thunderous boom to the floor of the pyramid.
Get wrecked. And now I'm going to attack, and I have advantage because it's
I
prone.
have advantage. Yeah, so
Not that I really needed it this time.
right, so continuing to capitalize on your momentum, as you push him off his feet, you leap into the air, over his prone form, and slam your flail down into his mouth, knocking out the majority of his rotten teeth as they spray across the room with a clattering and clicking sound. And as blood bubbles forth from his lips, you withdraw once again for driving the handle of the flail into his throat, and severely bruising and cracking the cartilage of his trachea, dealing a total of 23 damage and wrecking his shit.
Yeah. And you said both of them still looked mostly fine, right?
This one does not look nearly as fine anymore. Like, he's just, like,
Not
spitting
as
up
fine anymore.
blood and, like, shards of teeth from his mouth. So, no, not so much.
Okay, but the other one is still like.
The other one, I mean, after the two
Taking it-
explosions, he's looking, you know, like, blood is starting to leak sluggishly from his wounds, and, like, you see the huge scorch mark and shrapnel blast scarring the right side of his face. So, no, he's not looking great either.
Well, still, I'm gonna because I don't want him to continue poking the hole, I'm gonna do some log blocking and.
I suppose you're
action
such a
surge.
fucking you're a log blocker. That's what you are.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
And so I'm turning, and I'm actually, I think I get a full attack action again, right? With action surge?
Action surge. You should get another attack action. Yeah, one additional
Okay.
action.
Yeah.
It's just like one additional action, so
Yeah.
full attack
Get
action.
in there.
So I'm gonna try to hit him twice. It would be the advantage roll. I have the crit on it.
Yeah. So, like leaping back down off of the battered and bruised body of his friend, you turn and slam the spiked head of your flail into the side of the hill giant's knee, and you hear him bellow in pain and clutch at the chain as you rip it out from between his fingers, shredding the meat of his hand, dealing a total of 21 damage. And your flail is basically just covered in giant goo. Like, blood, tissue, fat. It's just awful. Ori's turn.
Alright, so this is gonna be fun. I'm gonna cast Scorching Ray at level 4. And I'm gonna do use 2 sorcery points to twin spell it.
Okay.
And I'm gonna just start hitting this guy.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. I'm gonna move back first because I can move through.
You would take
Space,
attack
right,
opportunity by
without-
doing so.
Oh, but I can't. I'm gonna have disadvantage on the spell attacks, aren't I?
Yes, you will.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God.
I don't even know what that means, Byron.
Aren't you like an Icelandic
insulting.
person? You're white. You're super white. Like, you may be one of the whitest people I know.
Yes, but I don't. What the fuck?
That's daughter.
Daughter?
What
Yeah.
was that?
Like, Jarl's
What is
daughter
that?
would be like the daughter of the leader of a village, for instance.
Oh!
You know, instead of son. Get wrecked,
Oh,
son.
God.
Get wrecked, daughter.
Oh my God.
Oh, geez. Right. Yeah. No, I'm not gonna do that then. I am going to.
Oh my god, this roll.
Well, as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast meteors. 2 of them straight at the guy in front of me.
This guy? I'm gonna get those sick deck
Yeah.
saves in right now. Hold on. Ah!
First damage.
Double digits! Yeah, so...
And then the second damage.
10 for the first, 10 for the second. So as the 2 meteors streak by the giant, he swipes at them clumsily with his injured hand, and as he does so, they explode, blowing back his arm, and you see the meat and flesh shredded from his forearm and his fingers, till only you see like the tips of his finger, like the bony tips of his fingers, and the white bone of his forearm peeking through the shards and ribbons of flesh hanging from his arm.
How close is she? God damn it.
I'm really close. Just saying.
Is speech
Well,
still a
I
free
guess I'm
action?
gonna.
Speech is a free action.
Okay.
Okay,
Character
then.
says yours. You peeling him.
He'll be ready for the grind soon.
Yes, like straight face. She's like, you peeled him.
And disengage is a full action, right?
Correct.
Except for Belinda.
Yep.
Because fucking rogues.
Because action economy means what? I don't know.
She's gonna disengage
Okay.
and go right there.
Alright, so on to the giant's turns!
Pretty much stepping over the gnome. Just,
Yeah. Completely unable to enter the tunnel. The hill giants focus their attacks on the only target remaining. As the one stands, clambering back to his feet, before raising his trunk club and
This could be so
roaring
unpleasant.
a challenge at Phaedron. 12 does not hit. nor does a 16.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Phaedron expertly taunting and redirecting his
She like
attacks.
smashes her shield with
Yeah.
the flail,
Like,
come at me.
yeah, exactly. Taunting him, sending him into a rage as he attacks off
Hopefully not
balance, and she easily deflects his blows with angled shield strikes. However, the 26 from behind, as she's focused
That
on the
was
one in front of her.
I was gonna...
Right?
Please miss
As
the other
22
one. Oh dear God.
catches her in the
Stop
small.
rolling so well on those.
Right, catches her in the small of the back, smashing her forward, almost into the blow of the other giant's club, but she ducks beneath and rolls, coming back to her feet, still in her 5-foot square.
Yep.
It is now.
Feeling it now.
It is now Mystery Woman's turn.
Okay, she'll send out another 2 of the Boom Swarm.
Boom Swarm.
Boom Swarm. Roll 2 more.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do I do this? Do I roll the spell again?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or you could
Is
just
it
roll
using?
2d6.
is it-
No, it's
using
not
the
using a
spell?
spell again. You have 6 meteors surrounding your head. You've
Right,
used 2,
and I know,
there's 4
'cause
left.
I read it, but you still roll the cast to see
Just
if
for
it
the
hits
DC
them
and the
again.
damage, yeah.
Okay, there it is again.
Okay, and roll one more time. There you go.
Another 6.
I need to refresh my musics. Okay. And they're going to make both of their dexterity saving throws because they're dexterous giants.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. So the one to the north, still fighting Phaedron, does not make both of his, so he takes a full 12 damage, as 2 more owls screech by, exploding into blinding clouds of shrapnel and force. And the one to the south makes his first one, ducking behind Phaedron, attempting to shield himself from the worst of the damage, and as he does so, he takes a huge peppering of shrapnel in his shoulder. But as he looks up, he takes another blast directly to the face, smearing all the damage over it in a totally non-suggestive way.
Oh my god.
And
Well, it was non-suggestive.
any other actions? Yeah,
No, that's.
I'm just curious.
Well, that was just your bonus action, wasn't it?
that was your bonus action.
Yeah, that
So
was just your bonus
you could actually take a full action.
So you can cast another spell.
Oh,
A cantrip
so now
would be a good
that's
choice.
just
No,
So
because
that-
that doesn't count as a spell.
Right, since she had cast
because
it
it was already
previously.
cast.
Correct.
So it
Yeah.
doesn't really
it was
count
a
as bonus
it was
action.
a bonus action. You should probably cast a cantrip at this point. Would be my suggestion.
Okay, wait. Okay.
Oh, you just mean for spell
So-
conservation?
Yeah, exactly. Just for efficiency.
Okay. So we'll do that one. Okay, so she's gonna do a firebolt, but she just yells out "boom" real loud.
All right, so the 15 does hit.
And-
Which one are you trying to hit? This guy, probably? Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so she yells out boom and throws out her hand. As she does so, a scintillating ball of lightning and thunder arcs through the air and lands directly on the creature's collarbone as it explodes in a cloud of lightning and concussive force, dealing a total of 4 damage, knocking the wind out of him on the Phaedron's turn.
Alright, well, as my bonus action for this turn, I'm actually going to use Second Wind. And whopping 11! So, fixing my HP. Alright, and the one in front of me is looking kind of wrecked, so I'm definitely going to do at least my first attack at him. And if I'm really lucky, maybe it'll kill him. Maybe. Rolling a 1 on that damage, though. Woo.
Not the greatest.
Yeah.
But it's something.
Yep.
Yep.
And it was against the guy in front of you, right?
Yes.
Alright, so why are you only making 1 attack?
Because if the first one took him down, I was gonna turn and hit the other one.
Yeah. So yeah, your flail makes contact this time with the meat of his upper arm as he swings his club at you, and nearly knocks the club out of his hands as the nerves are crushed and damaged by your flail head. However, he manages to keep a hold of it and continue bellowing and charging forward towards you.
Alright, then she grits her teeth and swings again.
Get in there.
Nah, no.
Yep, and as you swing at him, his foot flies out, smashing the knee from underneath you, sending you almost sprawling to the ground. You scramble to your feet, desperately trying to defend yourself from his furious assault.
Oh, this is gonna be really unpleasant.
Oh, Jesus Christ. The old man is in chat.
Hey! Hi, Byron's dad.
Oh my god, please. Alright,
What?
Ori's turn.
Did your
Please
girlfriend
kill
Alright.
what's
them.
wrong with you?
I'm gonna
You're
get
like-
wrecked.
I'm
Under her
convinced,
breath,
I am
just
fucking
kinda like-
convinced my father has at least 4 or 5 girlfriends. Convinced. He's like, no, Byron, I joined the intramural tennis club for exercise.
But dear God, every time we ever go out with him, at least like 2 or 3 women come up and say hi to
Hi,
him.
Steve.
He's like, oh yeah.
Oh, I know her
from
from,
this, that, and the other."
she used to play, her
And the other
daughter
one's,
played
like, around his
softball with
whole
Amanda.
Rich club.
Oh.
It's hilarious.
Okay, so I'm gonna do what I said I was gonna do last turn.
Yep, get in there.
And how do you want me to go about this? Do you want me to just to hit the button like 10 times?
Oh my god. So you're gonna do your
Because I'm
twin
casting
spell,
Twin Spell.
Scorching Bolts? Or Scorching Ray, rather?
Scorching Ray, 4th level, yeah.
Yeah, just do it 10 times. That's fine.
Alright, well I'm gonna do it 5 times.
Do it
at
one
this-
one cast at a time. So like do it, I guess,
Okay,
5
yeah.
and 5 or something.
Alright, just aim at the more dead one first, and hopefully he'll die, and then you can
Oh my
kill
god.
the other one.
Okay, no. Just the first time. Like, I guess you're gonna have to cast all of them anyways because you can't really see the other guy. Or can you? Yeah, you can. You can do it. You can do corner to corner
I can
from that.
see.
Yeah. So, as your first scorching ray burrows into the flesh of the one giant, you bore a smoking hole through the front of his cranium and out the back with a incandescent beam of flame. And you see the edges of the wound instantly cauterize, the fatty mass of his brain bubbling and running like candle wax out of his skull. As, with a thunderous crash, he falls to the floor, narrowly missing Phaedron.
Ooh.
And yeah, the rest of them go against the other guy for 13, and then...
And then
and then...
Nope, that one
so
doesn't
many
hit.
dice.
Phaedron, make a dexterity save.
Ah, shit.
That's right, son.
Would this be a spell or harmful effect that targets only me?
Yeah,
Wait,
yeah,
what?
I think it would be, yeah.
Why did you have to make
Okay.
that?
The old crit
'cause I
failure
crit
scorching
failed.
ray.
Right. Then I
As you
Finish
go
one,
insane
okay.
with the power of your sorcery and just begin indiscriminately blasting flame down this corridor.
Here it is. Shield dexterity. Shit.
Yay.
What are the chances?
Right? So, Phaedron, you take 13 fire damage as a scorching ray slams into the side of your armor, cutting a scorching hole through the metal of your breastplates and into the ribs beneath, barely contained by the gambeson under your armor. However, the ogre, as he takes the brunt of the next attack, the entire lower part of his jaw is seared off in a flash flame that leaves the flesh peeling away and charring ribbons and flakes from the scorched bone beneath. And you see the front of his throat has been opened by the heat of the flame, and the blood is gushing out in huge pumping rivulets as he too falls to his knees, trying to stem the bleeding by clutching his hands to his throat before falling over onto his side and expiring on the stairs of the temple.
Phaedron's looking a little bit unsteady. Just throwing that out there.
bad. By
Yeah,
the way,
she glares
can I
at you.
retract that twin spell since it didn't even take 5. Please.
Say it again? No, you
Can I
can't.
retract
No,
twin
of course you
spells?
can't.
Oh my god.
You declare twin spell when you cast the spells.
It's true.
I didn't know they were that close. I should have done a fucking medicine check.
Well,
Rest in peace, Carolyn.
Byron did technically, like, he told Belinda to do a cantrip for kind of the same reason.
Well, she was fucking pissed. She's like, I don't remember if I actually said it, but she, I was gonna say she muttered under her breath, I grow tired of this fight. And, yeah, so she's gonna go up and be like, it appears I hit you.
Mm-hmm.
You might need to get your armor fixed there.
I think so. Because I clearly didn't notice a fucking hole get burned through my armor.
She's not apologizing. She's just saying, I hit you.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I got you guys. Let's take another quick 2-minute break. I'll be right back. Good comment, by the way. It's actually very good efficiency from your spells, aside from the last minute, like, you know, twin spell, scorching ray thing. But no, I'm not saying it was a bad decision. I'm just saying that everything up to that was actually really good economy.
I'm salty now.
You're so salty. But you still have, like, so many spell points left.
Not really. I mean, I do, but still.
I was gonna say, is it, I forget, is Twin the one that takes the level of the spell that you cast, so you actually use, like, 4? Or...
I missed something. Sorry, Byron was yelling at me.
No, you're fine. Wait, why was he yelling at you?
Yeah,
Don't
it was
you
just
yell at her,
like,
Byron.
I know, right? He just does that when he runs by. The computer room is one room further down from where I'm at. So when he walks by, he keeps yelling, and he was like, "No, turn your mic back on so I can yell at Carolyn." This has been fun.
Huh, it is fun. We still got like an hour and a half left.
I know. I didn't even notice. I was like, oh my gosh, it's been an hour and a half.
I got wrecked so hard. I'm at 16 out of 70 hit points. So.
Are you kidding? I
Nope.
have like 0 heal anything.
None of us have heals because our healer isn't here. So I'll probably be requesting a short rest in a second. Spend like all my hit dice. Not really, but a lot of them.
Oh, I know. I can't believe, like, what were the odds you'd roll a 1?
I know! I have a fucking +6 with, like, on dex saves against things that target only me. So I have a +6 to that. It's like, but no. I only needed what, like I guess I don't know what the DC was because he had to decide.
Right.
It was probably a 15 or something, but...
Oh, dear God, thank you.
What did he bring?
I asked him if he would get me some tissue because my nose is running. I got a whole roll. And he threw it from across the room.
Of course he did.
Girls
so
automatically
damn
triple the amount of like toilet paper you need in the household. Automatically. What I have learned.
That's true.
Okay. I'm gonna be. You see her like take out a vial and basically chug. A
Yeah, like, do
potion
we
of
wanna-
healing.
Do we want to take a short rest right now? After we, like, investigate this room or something? But I am probably also going to take a potion of healing. If I hadn't second winded, I would be at 5 hit points right now, Carolyn.
Hey, I was fucking pissed.
Wrong target! Wrong target!
Friendly fire isn't.
Damn.
Is there anything metal?
Are you searching the bodies?
I'm searching everything.
Everything. Make an
Everything.
investigation
Those
check.
glorious double ones. Jesus Christ.
Okay, if I roll the wrong thing, just be prepared because I get so
No, I'm not gonna be prepared. I'm not gonna forgive you. Of
Okay,
course.
there we go.
Of fucking
Oh,
course.
Woo!
Ooh.
This is
Find all the
no. Like you guys always say, I have good luck. She has 10 times better luck than I ever do.
That's
Yeah.
good, then maybe I won't die.
Yeah.
What about Carolyn's
So
rolls?
so mystery tiny gnome woman is like jumping and scrambling over the corpses, like rifling through like the enormous like satchels and belt pouches they have on their crudely tanned hide belts. And within them, you find a total of...
Are you going to be ready? Okay.
Oh yeah, I got this.
Are you gonna paste it into your inventory this time, Belinda?
Yeah, I can. Once he's done, I will. But
I can keep the full tally for the night if you want.
I mean, okay, yeah, that's fine.
Maybe we can split it out later.
Yeah. 2 large metal flasks.
Ooh, wonder what's in there.
A small elephant made.
Wait a minute.
What's that? Pewter?
Yeah.
She's gonna like snatch the elephant.
Uh-oh.
You don't know that I even have it.
Yeah,
I'm
you've got like
standing
a.
right next to you.
No, she's crawling all over
Nope,
the.
I am
the
all over
Oh,
it
never
right now.
mind.
Just like
Damn
a
it.
little tiny bug getting in all them little crevices.
That was poor wording.
It was. But that's fine. Because if we have to be naked, they got to be naked too.
Oh, not naked. Not
I know, right?
got my full plate armor, bitches. Boom.
Smoked meat.
Is that just because I burned them?
It would no, it appeared to either be goat or some other small like herbivore of some kind.
Okay, is
But
this it?
Yeah, it's probably about 30 pounds of meat though, for what it's worth. So
Okay.
Jeez.
So she will come back, and I'm assuming, like, you know, she's over here or whatever. And she'll take a step up. And then she is talking to Phaedron. She's like, look what I found. Look what I found. Look what I found. Look what I found. And she's like, what is this? You have burnt yardbird? What's this? And she takes out the meat. And she puts it, like, in your face. She's, like, jumping up and down to try to...
That's very nice. Right. You
is it?
can hold. At a guess, I would say maybe a goat or sheep.
Maybe goat. Goat. And she puts it back in her bag.
Something that goes bad.
Let's see. What is that? What is a gates?
agates.
Agates?
They are small
Agates.
semi-precious gemstones.
Okay. And then she'll take those out and she's like, I found these pretties.
Sorry, I got distracted by a chat where they apparently deleted my message saying that I did not want our
Why is my
bikini
connection
chainmail
so
to
bad?
be.
I didn't ever see that message. All I saw was that Vengeful typed something inappropriate and one of my mods purged her. Which is
Right.
good on you, mods. Good on
Uh-huh.
you. Whatever mod that happened to be.
You guys are awful. It's like, yes, those are very lovely. Feeling that. Might just hold on to everything for now. We can deal with it later.
Are they good? Are they good pretties?
Yes.
Okay, and she puts those back in the bag. I found these, and she takes the flasks, and she takes the wax quartz, and she's smelling them.
Oh, she's smelling like what's in the flasks.
Yeah. What's in the flasks?
Okay, so the way potion determination works is you can just take a quick taste of it and you know what it is apparently in 5th edition. So
Okay. But yeah, she'll
Yeah.
take like a... You see her
Just
like
sticks
take
a
a
finger in.
small little... I know, and then she like smells it and she like touches it to the tongue. She's like... It's...
it is a potion of greater healing.
Greater healing, you need it.
Wow, nice. Well, I'll hold on to it, but if like, I would probably like to take a rest real quick and save that
still
for
hands it to you.
emergencies. Okay.
Is that what's in both of them?
Yes.
Okay. And then
Remind
she's-
me, which one is greater healing? Is that,
44
like,
plus 4.
4? Okay.
Okay.
I think we lost
and then
Carolyn 100% by the way. So.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
no.
she came
Yeah,
out
no.
of roll 20.
Oh my god.
What happened to her?
Did her internet go poof?
My mods are going crazy now.
I know. Thanks.
The
Thanks for that, Byron.
Gestapo has arisen in my chats, and I love it. I'm just saying, if you would keep your fucking messages appropriate and on target and on task and not obvious slander, then
Oh yeah, clearly just
Oh
the word
my god.
no is the worst possible message I could have typed. Absolute worst.
I mean, I can't even the mods banned it so quickly I didn't even see what it said. I trust in their judgment.
which one of you assholes did it before Byron even saw me say no?
Because I would
There's
never have fucking banned you for that. For
No,
defying.
I didn't get banned. They just.
Oh, they purged you? Yeah, I wouldn't have purged you for defying me or saying things against my desires.
Of course not. Never.
Never.
I'm so convinced right now. I have no idea.
Carolyn. I picture Carolyn's parents with the fucking bolt cutters. like standing by her router, just snipping all of her Ethernet cables. You know? All of her Cat 5 cables. Man.
So, should we just say we're taking a short rest while she's trying to come back? Did anybody not want to take a short rest, or real quick? Are there?
Okay, so Carolyn's
assuming
back.
I walked around the room. Are there any other exits or entrances that I need to worry about?
Yeah, walking around, there is nothing that is readily apparent to your passive perception.
Thanks. It makes me feel so much better.
Yeah, Patty understands. Patty is my official secret police chief. It says on the application to be a minion, you have to obey the TGM secret police.
Is that the application you told me I didn't need to worry about and that you'd fill it out for me?
No, maybe. Maybe.
My bad.
Welcome back.
I'm please don't pander to my fucking father either, for that matter. Let him know he's old. Let him know that nobody knows about Monty Python except for super hardcore ridiculous nerds like myself.
I was gonna say, well, I know the main I know the Holy Grail references.
Oh my god, do you know the fucking flying circus references?
No.
Nah, then you don't count. Sorry. You are marginalized. Did you actually fucking drop from the call to go get food, Carolyn?
Excuse me, I got it during the break. My internet went out. Thank you very much.
I can't hear you because you have a goddamn full mouth! You were licking your finger oh no, Brian, oh, you're a Brian.
I'm hungry!
Alright, so you guys want to do a short rest or what?
Well, is there any check that I should make that would make me feel like this place is safe enough for a short rest? Because it's usually an hour, right?
If you're wanting to walk the perimeter of the room, you just make one perception check for me.
Okay.
So, how big are these, actually?
They are 8 feet tall, and they are roughly, 3 to 4 feet in diameter.
I'm so good at this. So fucking good.
And they're solid topaz?
They appear
only the one in the center was topaz, I thought.
No, these crystals are topaz as well.
Oh, seriously?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
And the crystal in the center, is that still there?
No, she took it with her.
Or did she...
She took the grapefruit. What a bitch.
And I can't take these fucking pillars with me.
Okay, Patty, you don't count because the fucking flying circus was filmed in your country. Monty Python for Americans is a little bit more of a discreet group than, people from the actual place where it was filmed. Anyways, with your 8 perception, as you pace the perimeter of the room, you do not find anything that would...
fine.
Yeah, everything looks good. There's no secret doors, there's no way anybody could ambush you here. What you do know is that by looking at the hallway, that even the slenderest giant would not be able to get their way into here. So, also by that particular reasoning, you would know that these two giants weren't making their way out of here either.
No.
So,
just peering up a puff of smoke. Fucking assholes. So is everybody fine with taking a short rest then?
Yeah, not like it'll do much for me. Besides for
Not
hit
for you,
dice,
maybe.
my rad D6 or whatever.
Plus con. You don't have an awful con. But I'm, even after my lovely double 1 potion of healing, I'm only at 20 hit points, so if we run into anything else, it could get a bit sketchy.
Alright, so we're just taking a short rest?
It would appear.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would be preferable for me.
Because we're not going to sit here for 8 hours.
No, I don't need a long rest. I just need some HPs.
So did you add that to the party loot?
Who?
Kayla.
Yeah, I have everything on there. I haven't done the weight of the smoked meat and what was in the flasks.
So I put down the weight and the girth of the meat.
Shut up, Iron.
Smoked or not.
I'm just gonna
Son of a bitch!
I'm gonna do one more and hope that Does everyone think 53 is okay for me to try to at least get out of the sucking place? Or should I just spend another one? Because one more still not gonna top me off.
Dang.
Ouch.
What in the world?
Carolyn.
Almost all of them. I'm gonna do one more.
Hold on.
Alright. Good enough. I'm feeling better. And I get my second winded action surge back, so yay!
One more. Hey!
Hey!
From rags to riches.
You even rolled more than me on that one.
So while they're resting, I'm just going to scurry around the room looking at everything.
Okay. So like I mentioned, there are a total of 12 large topaz spires at the first, third, and fifth tiers of this pyramid. The center appears to be a altar made of the local sandstone polished to a high gloss. And in the center, there is a depression where the crystal was floating in midair. Over the altar, there are 4 sets of spiral staircases leading up to the lip of the altar, and the woman was standing on the easternmost one, chanting her spell.
When you climb up there, is it just so that you can get a closer look, or is there something like down in there?
You could walk up to the edge of the staircase and look down. But I mean, it's basically like the depression is a fairly shallow one, so it's not like there's anything hidden.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I just wondered if it was just like you can't see it until you get up there kind of thing. Okay.
Yep.
She's running around the room looking at everything, wildly talking to Professor Hootley to must write this down for further research. I need to make a monocle.
Byron, why did you have to encourage them?
All I want in my chat is truth. And if people are being obvious liars and cheaty faces, then we have to stem that behavior through consistent application of purging. It's not my decision, it's social engineering.
I am never going to get to talk in your chat again, and it's all your fault.
I mean, blame can be placed at anybody's feet, preferably not mine, because it doesn't belong there, but...
Getting dumped there anyway.
Yeah, usually does. Lisa's still sticking up for you.
That's because Lisa's a nice person.
Yeah. I mean,
like the rest of you.
One of the rare nice
Carolyn
people
and they're
in my
pretty
chat.
nice, but they're...
Hey!
Okay, guys, so what are we doing? We're in this step pyramid temple, carved of sandstone deep under the earth. You found a shrine upon which a multifaceted topaz the size of a grapefruit was levitating in midair, and the woman who you spoke with, after disappeared, summoned a pair of hill giants before disappearing.
Like a bitch.
Like a motherfucker. Yeah, so that's where we're at.
So it's like, if these two want to, like, do anything in here, like, Phaedron sees nothing of interest. She doesn't do that magical shit. Like,
I mean, all I do is literally while you guys are resting, what I was talking about.
Did you make him a perception check to investigate the room or whatever?
We can do that.
I
Do
mean,
it. What is
Ori's
it?
pretty
Perception?
much just... Yeah, it's
Did you say,
perception.
Belinda? Yeah.
Is it perception? Is that what she said?
Yeah, that's what he had me make when I was walking around the edge of the room.
We're searching for secret doors, yeah. With their 14 perception, as you, press yourself against the wall, like looking for secret doors. You make an entire circuit of the room and find nothing to suggest there's anything untoward. And in fact, as you enter this room, this is the only like really worked stone in this area. The tunnel itself appears to be crudely carved, with obvious tool marks remaining. But the interior of the temple itself appears to be perfect. Every flat surface is polished, and it appears to be geometrically almost identical. Like everything is level, everything is square, everything is plumb.
When she notices this, she's like, "This room is fancy."
Of course. Of course that's how question mark explains.
Professor Hootley, we must research more in this fancy room. Like, literally, as you guys are just resting, you see her running from, like, area to area, like, caressing the crystals. Tell me your secrets. Listen to them. And she, like, hits them with objects to make them make noise, and yeah.
Oh, wow. I like it. Phaedra's just walking and just, like, watching, shaking her head. Typical.
Or he's just trying to, like, measuring up this one.
Oh my
and
God.
Just is pretty much just like, trying to think of a way, is there any way I could like get this out of here, like.
I mean, I'm not asking for it to happen. I'm just saying, if you want to make a sign of contrition, a gesture of your goodwill, that would be a good way to start.
I don't have to apologize for anything, because I mean, you don't even know what my messages said. They could have been perfectly fine.
I trust them. I trust my mods. You know, I trust my mods
First mistake.
to be
mistake.
completely reasonable, to be men or women, or transgender beings, or aliens, or whatever, of integrity, of sound judgment, and impeccable taste. And that's just what I expect from them. That's what I believe they give me. So.
Right.
So, quick question. Who picks your mods? That's right.
I mean,
Silence.
again, me. I pick the mods because of the values they have displayed over the years. Crush just ran in here like a crazy animal. Anyways, what are we doing, guys and girls?
Well, I'm ready to go unless they want to do something. It's gonna start walking this direction.
Okay.
Growing frustrated with the fact of this immovable gemstone.
I'm gonna look at it. I'm like, do you want a piece?
Do you ever say anything about you can't move it, or could we get this out of here?
No, she's pretty much just like planning to herself, like, and she like tries to like check like the movement of it, like see if it's like a shaky.
Okay,
which
no. I want you guys to understand what just happened. I hit refresh to rejoin this campaign, and it put me back into Ray's campaign for some reason.
What?
Smooth.
Yeah.
Really smooth. Also, Arnheim made a good point. You never gave him his 1 XP for staying up for Wednesday night's game.
Oh my God, Arnheim gets more than 1 XP. Arnheim gets.
That's all he's asking for.
Arnheim, being yet another man of integrity, gets 1,000 XP.
Very nice. You're welcome, Arnheim.
Okay,
so
this coming
you're just
weekend.
examining the pillar?
Yeah, I mean, she might be like muttering under her breath, but like nothing that, like, she's obviously like trying to figure out a way to move it.
She like sneaks up behind you, and it's not sneaking. You can straight up hear her coming. She's like, "We could explode it."
She looks back at you and like looks down and is like, "That would completely depreciate the value. This is a wonderfully sculpted gemstone right here, and I may just have to come back."
Because it looks like it's going to be staying right there. Time to go.
But you could explode it, and then I could fix it. And she takes like a small figure she's made, like a random like rat. It looks like a rat, and she smashes it, and then you see her wave over it, and it mends all of it. And you can literally see there is nothing wrong with it. You can even see a seam in it.
By the way, did you ever show us that that stuff that you found?
She showed me some of
Yes,
it. She didn't
well-
mention the elephant, though.
I was going to, but that's when she came. She like just dropped off the face of the earth. So I was
Alright,
like,
Carolyn.
well,
Disconnected.
we'll wait. We'll
Whoops.
wait.
So are you gonna show it, or like did you make an Arcana check against it or something?
No, she literally was just showing everything to her. So I mean, we can retcon that happened. So yeah, she would pull it out and she'd be like, look, I found this, and then you can see what it is.
Okay, then can I make a post Arcana check against it? See if there's anything.
Against what?
The elephant.
The
elephant.
elephant.
Yes, you may make an Arcana check to identify the elephant and any special properties it may have.
If it's a figurine of Wonder's power, don't activate it next to me.
It appears to hold no particular magical or arcane significance. Aw, really, Jadis?
What?
Ugh. No, Alithia changed her fucking chat color. Patty, of course, the fucking cards are falling exactly where I expected. But...
I'm confused.
It's a chat war that they're all talking about. I don't know
yeah,
what's
they're
going
supposed to
on.
be
They
changing
keep
their
taking-
colors to correspond to the player they support the most within the group based on card color.
Card color. Oh dear God.
Our
Okay.
border on the overlay.
Yes. Alright. So, she'll just put the elephant, if you don't take it, she's putting the elephant back in. Like, that's what she did with all of it. Out of character, it's all party loot. She's not keeping any of it. If she ever does, I will specifically say and then take it out of the loot. But she'll put it back into her bag of holding and then whatever. And then fast forward, she talks about exploding the crystal.
Okay, then she kind of like looks back at the crystal thing and kind of like steps away from it and says, "I guess if one of them was destroyed or marked, then it wouldn't. I could still come back for the others."
Phaedra just like waiting impatiently in the hallway, like, really? They want to take the gems to explode everything? Just all of it.
What would best explode the crystal?
Are you fucking
Shatter.
serious?
Yeah,
Yeah.
shatter.
There's these giant crystals. How may we best destroy them, GM?
Well, guess what? DM, I can shatter it and then mend it.
The
as long as I have all
spell,
the
the
pieces.
spell Shatter does double damage against crystalline objects.
Yep.
Boop, 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 boop. Doing
Please,
it.
Phaedra is moving
please,
further into the hallway.
please. What? Again, I ask myself, as I have so many times tonight, what the fuck was I thinking? Like, what was my thought process?
Do I have to roll? Or are you just gonna let me have it?
You have to roll. You have to roll damage at the very least.
Phaedra's gonna call out, "You might want to step back." To
Oh, I thought
or if you
she could negate me or whatever.
Well, she could, but
I
from the
can-
spell, not necessarily from like the crystal blowing everywhere. Just saying, better safe than sorry.
Jesus
she's
Christ.
gonna go
Yeah,
behind
so
the
which particular... No. The spell was cast, madam. You cast
The
it on
die
this
has
one?
already been cast.
Do what?
Which one did you cast
Which one
on?
did
This
you cast it on?
That one.
Okay, yeah, so you see Mystery Lady pull another, like, ramshackle collection of metal parts and small pieces of crystal and, like, whisper to it before tossing it out. And it flutters its way over to the large topaz crystal spire before, like, landing on it and, like, perching and hooting. It goes, whoop! And then explodes in a cloud of topaz crystal that sends shards of razor-sharp topaz.
I was gonna say, Phaedra puts up her shield just in case.
Yeah, in a 20-foot radius around the crystal, so both Belinda and Carolyn make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, God.
Whoopsie.
I don't think he was actually gonna do it.
Oh, come on! I have advantage, right?
Okay, so what do I hit? Because I see dexterity and I see a little heart.
On
and
the
then I
no,
see
on the
check-
Yeah, you hit
left,
the
on the
heart.
left is saving throw. On the right is ability checks.
Okay.
Perfect.
Well, she's fine.
Perfect. Yeah. So like, as just so
She
you.
literally has the bag open, like, to catch this.
Come to mama.
Oh my god. Yeah. So you see her like
You're-
pull open these two big like belt pouches at her waist. And like points them towards the blast as like all these shards are like ricocheting. Like she pulls the goggles down over her eyes and like her scarf up over her mouth and opens the bags and like the majority of the crystal slivers like bounce off of her goggles or like her thick leather armor. But Ori, probably unaware and unprepared for what she was about to do, takes the full brunt of the explosion.
Sorry.
Takes a total of 6 damage as minute slivers of crystal embed themselves between your scales, drawing a thin trickle of blood.
In my defense, she didn't say how to carry it out.
Yep.
I mean, she has it.
In your skin. It's totally what you wanted.
She's quite perturbed, but like looking around, seeing if she can like see any big ass chunks. She's just gonna be like, not even gonna say anything about it, and just
Pick
be
up
like,
any
hope,
big ones
hope,
she sees.
hope that Phaedron didn't see with the dead hill giant in front. But she's gonna. Do I find any extra large chunks of this crystal?
Extra large chunks of crystal. You find a large amount of viable topaz. Like the topaz crystal was not perfect. It wasn't like polished and perfectly cut and faceted, but yeah, you find a bunch of fairly large sized chunks of topaz. I'm gonna say you find 4 large topaz gem unrefined gemstones with a total of 50 gold pieces each, and then you find a further 4 small topaz shards with 40 gold pieces or 20 gold pieces each.
Hey,
Is that group loot?
I'm putting it there. She can
Awesome.
choose whether or not it actually ends up there, but just so that we have a running tally.
And then
Yeah, she's
as
probably
of
just
right
gonna-
now, go ahead.
I was just gonna say she's gonna pocket the ones that she finds. I mean, if you want some, you can crawl around on the floor. She wasn't crawling, but she was like,
Bending down and carefully selecting each individual one.
She wasn't
like,
crawling because she's not an avaricious dragon child thing.
no, but she's not like gonna be like creepy fucking about it. Like it's
She's just on the floor swimming through it. Ah, sweet topaz. Ah, she puts in no. As of right now, she's just putting my character's just putting like the shards and big pieces in, and she'll fix it later.
excuse me, I did no such thing.
It says very clearly.
I'm like, that doesn't-
It
like,
says clearly in text on the screen, this is what you did. How am I supposed to argue with this?
Very sneaky, Byron. Very sneaky.
Like,
So, are we done in here? Phaedra's just standing in the hallway, tapping her foot. Her arm is still glowing, which is still weird. It's weird. It weirds her out a little bit. It's like,
She just skips over and past you.
Here we go.
all right.
Although I think I'd have to recast light on you because it's been. I'm
I don't know, has
assuming
it
short
been
rest.
an hour? Oh, right. Since we had a short rest, yeah, you can say recast it.
Yeah. Then
Do you still want it on
recast
my arm or do you want it on my shield?
I'll go with the mace actually.
On the flail? It's an odd choice. Kind
Flail.
of like it's like just like swinging back and forth. Lights.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like a lantern.
Okay. No, we're moving so fast. I'm gonna turn this way this time. Bam.
Yeah, she just waits when she gets to the break.
Bum, 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 bum,
Is that the way we came from?
No. We came from straight south.
Straight south.
I'm a dragon, not a bird. I don't know directions.
Alright, I'm going to need
Don't you do it.
both Ori and no, move back.
I was there when you said it.
No, move back here, madam. I'm gonna need both Ori and Jadis to make a dexterity saving throw.
I'm sorry, since we're both making it, this is not an individually targeted thing. Please. God damn, that's the second time!
Perfect, yeah. So
Why
as you
am I
step
next
forward,
to
you hear a sound of rumbling coming from directly above you as an enormous chunk of stone, triggered by some unseen pressure plate, slams down out of the ceiling. Ori jumps back in the nick of time. However, poor Phaedron.
Like, my dex save isn't that bad.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What was that? What was that? How freaking big was that thing? Was that the quote we're adding?
No! Don't you do that! Why?
I thought it looked like a fucking... Not even...
Yeah. So as you dive out of the way, your leg is caught beneath the boulder. You take a total...
This is gonna be really unpleasant.
Oh yeah, it is. It's not that bad. Of 10 damage. As the falling boulder crushes the bones of your ankle, and you wrench it out from beneath it. Luckily, the armor encasing your leg took the majority of the blow. However, it is bruised and quite tender, and is swelling within the confining metal shell of your armor.
Oh, shit!
And also, by the way, boys and girls, I guess in this case, maybe just girls.
What?
Oh, we can't see her.
Oh, this is gonna suck. Huh.
Jadis, you hear the sounds of deep rumbling voices from the east.
Oh, good.
Perfect. How could this possibly be bad?
Okay, well, I'm gonna recast light on my ring.
Suddenly it's dark on my side.
Yeah, that's what because hopefully they don't see you.
It's not my fault, Farrell. So, okay, well, I mean, but if they have lanterns and shit, they're still gonna see me. Just maybe not from as far away. So I've got a hooded lantern.
Yep.
Can I, like, fumble around and try to light that with my tinderbox?
Wait, is your light not working? I thought you had the light thing.
She casts it on her
light.
stuff, so it goes away on me.
Well, she won't be able to, so they maybe won't see her. That was my thought process. I'm not trying to, like...
God.
I love this. It's so good. It's so good.
Do you expect us to fucking fumble around in the dark?
I expect her to fumble around in the dark now.
Yeah.
In her armor. No, you could easily
not
find...
able to move anywhere.
You could easily find your lantern in the dark. Lighting your, whatever, tinder box. Your little flint and steel, like... That's gonna be a little...
I mean, there's oil in the lantern, but yeah, it's gonna be kind of a pain.
My character's Marco.
Can I hear her on the other side of the rock?
Oh yeah, you can hear her. You hear the voices, like, sort of take on a querulous, like, questioning tone as you hear footsteps start to move towards you.
Oh no.
So, what are the chances that I would actually get my lantern lit?
I mean, it's gonna
happening,
take a couple rounds, probably.
Excuse me, Byron. I need a light source on myself.
At least you were polite.
Please.
At least you were polite for once.
She's always polite.
I'm
once.
always fucking polite. Don't
She
fucking
is.
make me think of that shit.
Can I be trying to light it while, like, moving my back against this stone wall? Just,
Yeah,
like,
you can
pressing
definitely
against it and
scrape
sliding?
your armor along the wall, like, scrape!
I don't want to press against it that hard.
You'd at least
She's
be
continuing.
clattering.
Well, of course I'm clattering. I'm trying to light a lantern, like a
Light
metal
a lantern,
lantern
pressing
in
my
the dark
my
with
full
my
plate
tinderbox.
armored back against the wall while still trying to hold on to my shield. Yes.
Yep.
Okay, as we come over and she sees that. Oh wait, maybe maybe this path will go around. I doubt it though. Oh no,
Marco.
that doesn't seem to wait.
It's like, I know I'm following the wall somewhat, but I only saw it about here.
No, you're no longer. You're moving into this. Like, I'm melding with stone. I'm becoming one with the earth.
They'll never find me now.
Marco.
Oh!
I see her.
I hold out a hand when I see the light. Since it's coming from
Marco!
south instead of east. And
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm like, go back down. Go back down.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, they
so
can't-
you
could
you
they
round
see
the
me
corner. You round the corner and you see Jadis / Phaedron fumbling with her lantern, like trying desperately to like light a little piece of tinder so she can light the lantern. She looks over at you as you walk in.
Slowly put my stuff away. Like, just go back. Somebody coming.
Marco.
Hello.
Yeah.
So you see, or at least Belinda would see, to the northeast, there is a large wooden ladder. It appears to be incredibly sturdy, made of 2 felled timber tree trunks with
Where is this?
the northeast.
Up there, yeah.
You should have been able to see it.
Oh, when I was up here
Yeah,
again. Yes.
exactly. With entire, like, whole branches inserted in holes bored in the tree trunks, leading up into the darkness of the ceiling.
There's a ladder. There's a, and she turns around. There's a ladder. Hey.
Okay.
She go faster.
Can take it then.
Yeah. She's just like stepping over you whenever you like if you don't
Oh, yeah.
move to the speed that you'd like.
That's why she was like, hey. And she step over.
And then she kind of like stops and then just takes a step over here. And then
I guess
gestures
that's
to
the
Phaedron.
side for me to go first.
Yeah. Although
Can't-
which we probably shouldn't because like
can't see.
however much HP you have, I don't know. But you know, out of characters.
I'm
you-
at 50.
Oh, you're fine.
I don't look that bad. I'm probably limping a little bit since, you know, giant mountain fell on my legs basically.
Yeah.
I can't see anything though. Just saying.
You can't see anything? Oh, because, yeah, the,
No, I mean I can
the
see.
lights
yeah,
over there.
we go. Now I can see. Yeah, because she took the light around the corner, and so
Gotcha.
the visibility just. I'm like, there's a black wall in front of me. Me. So I take it we're wanting to go up. Yes. Yes.
She kind of like she goes forward and then like stops for a second and then says, "Well, did I hear the voices?"
No. The only person who heard the voices was Jadis.
Me.
Did you relay that information or?
I just told you to like go back the other way and that like someone's coming or something's coming.
Okay, well, then she's just gonna kind of gesture for you, like, "Go on," with
All right. If you
your
wanna go
with your
first.
broken ankle.
Yeah, just hobble my way up the ladder.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not dark up there.
Alright, I'm just
Because
gonna
I
move
was-
you guys into,
Ah, jeez.
Stop it! Stop moving! I'm moving you into fucking travel formation.
I was like holding my token when you took it. It like flickered across the screen.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Into travel formation! This is where you guys are now. So as you move up the ladder, you travel nearly 40 feet through a stone ring in the ceiling, and you exit into a stepped stair arrangement leading up into the caverns above, with 2 enormous statues of bearded warriors standing nearly 25 feet, their heads nearly brushing the natural stone ceiling. They appear to be made of limestone, and they have been calcified with stalactites and stalagmites dripping down or growing upwards from the moisture falling from the condensation on the ceiling.
Is it supposed to be black? Everything's
yeah,
black.
Wait, you guys are here, right?
I can see
What?
everything.
I see black.
How do you
I was
see
That was
saying,
weird.
sometimes that happens.
Refresh?
it didn't
maybe?
it didn't move me over. That's why.
Oh,
I was gonna say I don't think it moved me either because I was like selected my.
okay.
Yeah.
Try now. Did it move you?
Try what now? I don't know.
Yeah, we're moved.
I still can't see anything. No.
Oh, really?
Try to
Zoom
refresh.
out
Yeah,
really
refresh your
far?
browser or zoom out.
Let's say I'm zoomed out all the way, and I see my token stats over here, like on the very far right. Ping.
Okay, refresh your browser because
Okay.
that's fucked.
Sure.
That's not where you are.
It's thinking.
Yep, that's right, Gargamon. She is apparently a Jadis supporter, aka the fucking outlaws of my chat.
Sorry, the refresh put me in a different campaign as well.
Haha!
Good job, Roll20. Super helpful.
Oh, Joe, perfect. The chainmail top. I was saying, since you guys have chainmail bikinis, I need to get a chainmail tank top. Oh, yeah, look at that. Tell me I would not look amazing in that. It's only $900.
There's music now, too. $900.
Only,
Wow.
okay, yeah. So the next donation goal, guys, the $900 chainmail tank top for TGM.
Okay,
That's what
now
we're
I
going
can
for.
see us.
What?
I said now I can see us.
No, something weird happened in my chat.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
like
see anything
like
anymore.
completely cleared.
Chat was cleared, yeah.
Who cleared chat? Rude.
Who did that?
Chat was cleared by moderator, prevented by Better TV.
I don't know. For sure, Hobgoblin. Like, all I need
There
is
has to be a cheaper
900.
chainmail top.
All I need is $900 to buy myself a chainmail top. So as soon as we get that crowdsourced and funded through the chats, I mean, you'll see me here, my chainmail tank top. Twitch can't argue. My nipples will be covered. I wonder, do you think pasties?
Yeah, I was gonna say just put like some black duct tape.
Yeah,
in
do you
it
think
and-
pasties would like fulfill the Twitch like clothing requirements?
Anyways, Ori's gonna walk over and see if this seems like maybe make a historical check,
Historical check.
a history check
Get in there.
to see.
Just walking next to statues is never a bad plan.
Get in there.
Eh,
Nice. With your 18 history, you look up and you realize that this is a depiction of one of the storm giants that supposedly, based on historical text recovered from archaeological ruins, that the storm giants at one point ruled the majority of this coast of the Lake of Steam as well as the Shining Sea to the west. This appears to be a rendition of one of those ancient giants who once inhabited this area.
all right. Well,
The
she's
statue,
gonna
by the way, the statue
say-
itself is probably at least 900 years old. So,
Ooh.
got an old statue over here. Something about storm giants. So she doesn't really care. Like,
I feel like there's a cheaper one for you,
I
Byron.
say all my chat is doing is linking chainmail tank tops now. Perfect. slightly more open. It's like a fucking
Does it
fishing
just
net.
not even have a
Yeah, it's like a fishing net.
Oh my god.
Sorry, Carolyn.
Are we going?
or what?
Oh, that interrupted you. Like
I don't even remember
She was-
what I was saying.
She was
so-
going, Storm Giant.
storm
something,
giants,
something,
blah blah
something.
blah,
She doesn't really
history,
care.
blah blah blah. They used to live
Yeah.
here, blah blah blah. So as you enter this room, the ceiling
and then
soars.
like-
Do a
The ceiling soars the 400, not 400 feet, to 40 feet above your head. There's a large bed covered in a mound of furs and poorly tanned hides. There is a large iron door with a very prominent mithril lock
Ooh.
in this area. And you see barely the outline on the other side of the bed of an enormous two-headed flail laying beside the bed. In the distance, in the shadows of the room, you see two large barrels nearly 10 feet tall each and at least 5 feet in diameter.
I'm glad we can see all that because I can't.
I mean, somebody can.
Characters jumping on the bed.
Oh my god. Yeah, so you jump on the bed, like, the bed smells pretty bad. It smells like poorly tanned furs, skins, and like the worst body odor you've smelled in a long time. And that's, you probably don't take baths that often, so it probably smells really
She's gonna like
bad.
look over and see that flail, and just be like, "Hey, you might be able to use that."
Oh yeah, because it's not like as big as I am or anything.
She shrugs and be like, "Any good warrior size wouldn't matter."
Oh
Oh.
baby.
Oh.
Oh baby.
Things are getting nasty up in here.
Things are getting a little bit
Guys are getting off the
suggestive.
bed.
Anyways, this is a fucking door.
Skipping over all of that.
Yeah. It is a black iron door with a mithril lock.
Can I jiggle the handle?
You can jiggle the handle, like, you try to reach out and pull the door open, and
Helena, don't run off.
it rattles in its frame.
Can I do an investigation to look for a key?
You may investigate.
You hear my character's like, ooh, look in here.
I'm just on top of it tonight. Jesus
Yeah, so in the room that you just saw, maybe, question
where did I
mark,
go?
mystery woman scurry into, Belinda, you see a large bath set out on a elaborate hand-woven rug. There's a brazier in the corner that has wood piled inside of it, as if it would be used to heat water. In the other corner, there are two enormous buckets, the size of actual, like, wine barrels. Each of them is empty, and then there's a fountain in the corner with fresh water flowing from a spigot in the wall.
What the fuck is that thing?
What?
thing?
That thing.
It's a towel. Are you
No,
talking about the
thing on top
dildos?
of-
Oh my god.
Damn it.
I mean, it looked like to me. Like, they look like fucking. They look like like anal beads
Yeah,
or
they kinda
dildos or
look like-
something.
what are those things called? Bongs? That you smoke out of?
Come
They
the
don't have a
fuck
little handle the
on,
side.
Kayla. It's like, what are those things called that you smoke marijuana cigarettes out of?
The marijuana.
The
I'm
marijuana.
sorry.
What do they call them? Glass water pipes?
Yeah, that's exactly right. What do you want
Is
from
this
me,
a-
man? What do
Come
you want from
on,
me?
come on.
What's
Okay.
this?
That's a fountain. There's a spigot sticking out of the wall with cold, fresh water pouring out of it into the fountain.
And she turns around, she looks at the group, and she says, "You'd think with such a nice bathing area that the bed wouldn't stink so bad." She walks
Oh no, the bath itself is like, it is devoid of water. It appears to have not been. There's like a thick, like, half-inch layer of dust in the bath.
Oh.
Yeah.
Don't judge me, Lisa.
Oh, she's judging. And I confirm her judgments.
What's the barrels?
The barrels are closed, but there is a tap set atop each of them.
She will scurry up one and open it. Just a little bit.
A wee bit.
Just a wee bit.
Alright, so as you drive the tap into the wood of the barrel, the smell of fermenting alcohol pours out.
In both of them? She tests the other one too.
Yeah, they're both alcohol of some kind. They don't appear to be particularly high quality, but it is a very potent smell.
This is what the villagers drink. And she jumps down.
Oh. She's gonna look at the doors that are locked and kind of like look back at the gnome lady and be like, just gonna point at it and like sarcastically say like, you want to make that thing go boom too?
Does it
Referring
not
to this
open?
one.
She hasn't
No.
been up to it, so.
The fucking owl. Professor Hootley!
Professor Hootley? I'm examining the door. Says the lock actually locked? Or is it hanging?
I just assumed that one was locked because the one on top was
Okay.
Yes,
locked.
both of the
It could be
doors are
open.
made of black iron with mithril locks, inset in the doorframe themselves.
So how does this door work? Can I tell? Like, does it go up or to the side, to the left, to the right?
It appears to enter, or it would open into the room.
Open into the room. Okay.
Yes.
So is it swinging hinges? I'm assuming that the hinges would be internal then?
Yes, the
Like,
hinges.
I can
The
see
hinges
the
appear.
hinges?
No, the hinges appear to be set into the wall themselves.
Okay. Walking over to... I'm not going to move my token, but walking over to the other doors, is it the same way?
Yes. They're identical in construction.
Okay. Which door do we pick?
Or he shrugs.
Whichever one you like.
She backs up.
I go around this corner.
Seeing that she backs up, she's like, okay, I'm getting the fuck.
Da, 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 da.
Going right here.
Oh, no,
So
I can't see
she-
anything.
So you guys just huddling behind the wall, like so.
Yeah.
This is the person we were supposed to be fucking saving. This is the one.
Well, I'm at least somewhat used to it, but not standing in front of that shit.
Going for that door.
Yeah.
Gonna shatter.
Oh, why? Why are we
He's
doing
Like
this?
he's like, not the spell slots, no.
Spells.
Yeah.
slots.
Physically painting him.
Mostly at the lock, but so be it if worse happens.
Oh.
Aren't you
Okay.
a rogue? Partially?
No, well, she's got 3 levels of it.
Yeah, she's a rogue. She has proficiency in sleight of hand and thieves'
Oh, wait,
tools.
can I pick it?
I sent you
Yeah.
2 messages saying you could pick it with your fucking mage hand. You could pick it from 30 feet
Oh,
away.
No, I would have done that. I didn't know that I could.
It's like, why pick locks when you can blow them up?
Yeah, I was like, well, I mean, it's in character, I guess, for her to fucking blow things up instead of actually finesse them open, but...
I did ask her if she wanted to make it go boom.
Oh.
Yes.
Was-
Okay. What do I need to roll to be able
You
to
would
do
roll a sleight of hand check. Wait,
Well, if she's just gonna pick the lock, and we know she's gonna pick the lock, I'm gonna
Yeah,
stab you.
we're not
it would be a
hiding.
sleight of hand
We're-
check, and you would add your proficiency bonus from thieves' tools to it. So you add another +3 to it.
There's
I'll give her
something.
moral support.
Nice.
So 22 total.
Okay, yeah.
Oh,
so
that doesn't have the +3, right?
So, like, you see her, like, pulling, like, little, like, glimmering bits of metal out of her hair and out of various pockets in her battle harness, and she, just, like, jams them into the lock. Like, there's, like, 13 pieces of, like, tiny, like, slivers of metal jamming out of the lock. It just grabs them all with her hand and turns, and you hear the lock snick open, and the door slides back on its hinges, revealing the room inside.
Oh. Oh.
Nice! She's like
She
leaping
runs
over you.
in.
I was gonna say, you might want to check for
There's a
trap
stampede into the
Do it.
room.
Apparently.
Nope, she's in there. She's a fucking...
She runs in and she says, I call all the medals.
She
Please
looks
at
back
least,
at you and like, all of them?
at least check the chest for traps before you try to open it. If you would.
It's a
Yes,
mimic!
there is a large-sized chest. That would either be, it would be the size of, like, you know, it's basically 6 feet long by 4 feet deep and 3 feet
Jeez.
tall. The other chest is normal size. It's closer to like 3 feet wide by 2 feet tall by 2 feet deep. So as you're looking through this pile, you see that the majority of it is sort of useless. It's rusted scraps of metal, like, you know, bits and pieces
Useless?
of copper
So
and
she'll
silver,
be happy about it.
right?
Yeah.
Bits and pieces of copper, like, you know, a bronze dagger that's probably close to 200 years old, folded pieces of cloth that appear to be war banners, and tabards from unknown cultures and civilizations. To the south is an actual just no-shit pile of fucking, like, copper, silver, gold, and electrum. And there's the 2 chests to the north. The pile to the south has a total of...
It looks like a pretty big pile. Is that a crown I see?
Like, out of
It fits
character, is
on my
your
big-ass
character,
head.
like, obsessed with jewelry?
No, she fucking, like, one of her biggest goals in life is to have a hoard.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
Holy crap.
Thank you, Kono. Wall of text. Yeah, so you guys find the one big pile, and in the pile that Carolyn is searching with her investigation check, you find a ancient bronze dagger. You find a tattered tabard. You find a ruined copper shield. And you also find an inscribed ivory rod that appear to be of particular value. Typical GM needs to describe chest size in this game by alphabetical means. A, B, C, D.
I was hoping you wouldn't notice that.
So this right here is a double F. This one's more of like a C. This one's more of like a C cup.
Oh no.
Alright.
Done. Kind of like motions, feeling towards the chests. Like, have at. Just
So
make
what
sure
I
they
need to
don't.
do-
Make sure they don't explode first.
Damn it.
What would I need to roll to check for traps?
Perception.
Why are there
Yes,
two?
Hannah.
To what?
Like results 8 and 19.
That is for advantage and disadvantage. So when you roll, sometimes you have advantage on a check, sometimes you have disadvantage on a check. So it automatically rolls 2 dice every time.
Okay.
Yeah, so with your 8 perception, you do not notice any traps on the first chest that you check.
Okay. Any locks or anything like that?
The chest is not locked.
Okay. She'll put her goggles on and open it.
Without like looking behind her, Ori's pretty much just gonna like toss the shield back to Phaedron, hopefully not hitting the owl, and be like,
The
"Here,
owl's
you
on her
use these."
shoulder.
Oh yeah, this
Oh,
looks
okay.
very useful.
Yeah, it's got
Like,
holes like
bent.
pierced through it, like it's made of copper. There's like a crude leather like harness on the inside to hold it by. It is clearly not nearly as good as like your incredibly like battered but still structurally sound steel shield.
Why is it bad?
So Belinda, when you open the chest,
I
you
know.
see inside the majority of the contents appear to be jewelry of one kind or another. There is a platinum necklace inlaid with sapphires. There is a gold crown with garnets. And there is also 5 silver bracelets.
She's gonna walk over to Gnome Lady and like show her the bronze and the copper and gesture to a lot of the other like just useless metal items in there and be like, "I'll trade you for that necklace."
She doesn't even like taking it. She was like, I was already planning on taking all of that. And she hands you, she just hands you the necklace. You literally see her as she's pulling them out, like how you would see it, 'cause she's all hunched over it. It's like she gets the crown and she puts it on her head and she's like putting all the bracelets on. She puts like the necklace on and she's like, oh, you can have it. And she just like extends her arms if like your necklace, bracelet, whatever. Like she is a walking model for jewelry.
If
you wanna get Just take
Yeah, she'll
what-
like pluck the necklace off of her like kind of like awkwardly because her hands are like probably like almost twice the size of her head, and just just try not to like accidentally like hit her upside the head while like taking it off, and didn't want to like break the chain or anything, but not that it's like platinum, so I don't know about that. Oh, platinum actually isn't that strong, isn't it?
I mean, compared to what?
Like
I was wondering if
iron?
she could accidentally snap the chain.
Like, is it a dainty, like, gold chain that if someone was to even gently pull on it, it'll break the chain?
No,
Or is it, like,
no,
platinum?
platinum's pretty strong, like, relatively strong. It's not like, whatever, like, stainless steel or titanium strong, but it's stronger than gold.
Okay, I didn't know where that was on the threshold, but yeah, she'll take the necklace and like, probably.
Bridget's over there, kind of just like motioning, like, continue.
She took the necklace. Just make sure that comes off the party loot and goes into her private
Patty, please stop.
stash.
Okay, so you're checking for traps on the other chest.
Yes.
Okay, so as you inspect the chest,
I am using both hands to examine the chest for any detonation. Giggity.
Yeah. You're using both hands to examine the chest, the FF,
Yes.
the double F chest. All right.
Double F, because it's going to need both hands for that.
I mean, it's a larger chest. You need both hands to cover all the
And
area.
She's a little person, so she may get lost in it.
I know.
A little bit.
Children. Continue.
Kayla, just because you're uncomfortable does not mean the rest of us are. Yeah, so as you look over the chest, you find that it is neither trapped nor locked. And as you crack back the lid of the chest, inside you see a single massive pair, well, not really a pair, a single massive suit of full plate mail armor, sized for a huge-sized creature, that glows with a lambent blue energy that gives off faint traceries of ghostly fire.
That's cool.
When she touches it, does it burn her?
No.
Okay, so she climbs into it as best she can shoulder it, and then stands up in the chest in the armor.
I think it would drop around you if it's sized for a
For
huge
sure. Yeah,
creature.
you're small, it's huge.
Oh, yeah.
It's 3
She's
size categories larger than you.
She's like pushing it up like she is
No.
that thing.
You could maybe like hold up like one corner of the breastplate or whatever, but like it's
If
3
she just
size.
her head sticks out.
This is like putting Bryn in a piece of armor
it.
big enough to fit on a car.
I get it. I get what you are saying. My God. She just kind of like sticks it up a little bit, and she's like, rah, rah. Like, yeah, she's playing in the box like a cat.
Perfect.
So we can't really do it. I mean, we could probably get the smaller pieces.
She like Ori looks at the armor, and like it obviously like appears to have a magical. I guess I could roll an Arcana check to see like what actually magical it is, but like she's almost like thinking like, I wonder if I can melt this down and just
Make
if
a
it
round
would
check.
retain
Do
its
your
property.
check.
No.
They're just not loving you.
It is. Yeah, it is clearly
all of my
magical. It
perception
is
investigation.
glowing equals magical. Period. However, you are not entirely certain if you'd be able to melt it down and retain its magical qualities.
So, out of character, literally thinking about what I said, I remembered that your dad was in the chat, and I was like, wow, yeah. And then he says, you see a massive pair.
Yeah. Oh no. I responded to my fucking father being inappropriate. Dad, you are old. You are beyond mating age. You are beyond mating age. It's done. It's over.
All the women that constantly
Belinda,
just
please.
like
Belinda,
flutter
please
to
stop.
him,
Belinda,
don't
please stop.
think that. Don't think that.
I know, and I just wanted to stop. I don't need any more little brothers, little sisters. I don't need any oopsie babies. Please stop.
Baby.
Please, Dad, stop.
So how much of this stupid, like, gigantic fucking armor could we feasibly carry?
None of it. You could drag it.
Yeah.
It is literally. It's probably close to 600 pounds.
Oh, I wasn't sure if it had, like, if the gauntlet was separate and so it could be carried or something like that.
I mean, if you wanted to separate it, yeah, but it wouldn't be like an actual suit of armor anymore. It'd just be like you'd have a piece of gauntlet.
Right. But it still glows. But no, I mean, I don't care. It's like, does anyone have the enlarge reduce spell? Nope. I was gonna say, you probably wouldn't. She would have to have it As you'd have to have it prepared, but that's not usually the most common spell to have. So
I do not have that spell. I
Right.
did
Alright, so-
contemplate whether to take it though.
She's gonna remember that there's another door, and she's gonna beckon for Gnome Lady to come with her, and be like, there could be another room with even more metal in it.
And she scurries even over the bed
of course, going
to get over there.
Into the giant bed. Are you climbing it? Oh, is he climbing the giant stinky bed?
She just bounced right over it. Boink.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Da-da-da-da-da.
So it is not a sleight of hand check, according to Kono. Kono, you're in chat. What was the fucking picklocks check? Is it just dexterity plus tool use? With a 25 perception check, as you investigate the door for traps or other signs of foul play, nothing immediately jumps out to you. And additionally, you find that this door is slightly ajar as you push on it, ever so gently.
Wait, wasn't it
I tried
closed
the
a
door.
second ago? It's not a good sign. Not a good sign.
She does not make this aware to them, but she does notice this.
Oh, good.
Okay. So pretty much she could push it open, right?
Yes, it is an open door.
Okay.
Just to clarify,
So
when
she
I tried it, it was indeed not like that.
Say it again, Carolyn?
When I tried the door, you said that it was firmly locked.
No, I said it rattled as you pulled it in the frame. I did not say it was locked.
Did she specify pull and she had to push?
May have been the
Oh
case.
my god.
So the door swings open. Inside...
No!
What, no?
No, because she doesn't push it open.
Door doesn't swing open.
She
You
doesn't,
see nothing!
She doesn't.
Oh, I saw that. It looked pretty shiny.
You see her put her hands up on the door, and she's like, "Oh, great power of the owl, open the door." And she like pushes it a little bit with her fingers, and as it opens up, she's like,
This is what I live with every day. Like,
if only you guys were worthy of the owl worship. And she looks at Hootley, and she's like, "Isn't that right?" And he goes, "Hoot hoot."
I like
this
that.
is what I live with every day.
They see what I live with. They know this crazy where it really came from.
Please.
Yes.
Fucking please. Yeah, so as Mystery Woman entreats the power of the owls, the door swings open with a faint echoing of hoot hoot
Right.
through the cavernous room within, and you see an altar nearly 8 feet tall with an enormous polished brass sphere with pierced holes in a pattern around the circumference throughout the entire sphere, sitting on top of the altar, and it floats and it glows with a faint amber light from deep within.
Going up to examine it. It's floating?
Damn it!
Dang.
The magic just doesn't. It's not
For
routine
real,
at
like,
Island.
Carolyn, even just like the cursory examination of this thing, it is insanely magical. It is like
Well,
maybe the
I wanna
most
know what it
magical thing
is.
you've ever seen in your life.
I mean, I haven't looked in a mirror lately, so.
I love it.
Wow.
Oh,
My character goes boom, even though she couldn't hear what you
yeah.
just said.
Oh, jeez.
Alright, so
Alright,
it is
well,
floating.
It is slightly floating, maybe 2 or 3 inches above the surface of the pedestal.
damn, Patty.
I know, right? I feel a chill breeze.
Right?
Yeah, right?
I missed something.
Yeah, so the
Shots fired.
the polished brass globe with the pattern of holes in its in the surface floats gently above the altar, and you hear a faint susurrus of whispers echoing throughout the room as you enter.
It's not creepy at all.
When you say this out loud, you're like, oh, good, you hear him too.
Well, I mean, I could try to burn it.
It's not my area of expertise.
I could melt it with the fury I'm feeling
I
for
could
Patty
see if-
right now.
Yeah, I could see if it fucking. Yeah, could I just try firebolt on it?
Forever 49, please. Please. There's no size queens in this chat. Need to fucking cut that off right at the fucking neck.
Lord.
Alright, so what are you doing?
You're cutting that right off at the head?
I mean, at the neck, not the head, please.
I'm gonna try to burn the brass altar thing.
Oh, jeez. I'm not trying to burn it. I'm just trying to see how it reacts. Like.
You're gonna try to burn it?
She wants to hit it with fire. Apparently.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna step around here.
Yeah, so as Ori extends her hand and an incandescent bolt of flame leaps from it, it burns a hole straight through the sphere, and the sphere clatters to the top of the pedestal, and the whispers around you fall silent.
Phaedron looks around and does a slow clap.
She shrugs and be like, obviously it wasn't that powerful.
I never get claps.
Whoops.
Well. Fucking Carolyn's like, I burned everything. I should have known. I should have known.
What he expected.
I mean, the whispers weren't saying anything, so.
Rest in peace.
She just wanted to see how powerful it was. If it was truly a worthy magical item, it would have deflected the bolt. The fucking cantrip.
Oh my god.
I was waiting for it to come back and hit you in the face.
The old 20 damage cantrip.
Oh my god! I just realized that roll from that.
Yeah. Get wrecked.
Oh.
I guess we're moving.
And then the ancient red dragon appears and kills all the players, and Byron goes to sleep happy.
No.
Alright, well, let me just let me just go ahead and remove that. That's gone. That's just a melting pile of brass.
That's pretty.
What do these runes say?
They say, can't believe you just fucked up my plot.
You stupid kid.
Alright guys, well I mean, that's what we see. The sphere of brass has a low melting point compared to most metals.
It's true.
Yeah, just collapse into a pile of slag, melting over the surface. You hear the whispers exhale finally, and then fall silent, and the room is quiet.
Alright. Can I make a check to see what language that is? Or is that just a decorative?
It's just decorative. It's just a fucking pedestal that my plot device was sitting on top of.
Don't be so salty. You knew I was playing a pyromaniac. She was testing its work and it failed.
Maybe you could, Dad.
Maybe you can sell the brass.
Dad, please.
I can make more owls out of it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take that brass. Yeah.
Careful, it might still be hot.
Alright, well, yeah.
Continuing on then.
Yep, let's go down the hallway.
I know you can't see me, but I just have my face in my hands right now. Just trying to comfort myself. Yeah, so down the hallway you see braziers, a large pedestal, with an
That's another brass item.
an enormous stone throne upon which reclines the lounging, slouched form of a fairly good-looking hill giant. As he looks over, as he looks over, as, you know, apparently, Mystery Woman is just skipping along, skipping along the hallway.
I'm like falling on her heels, just like, no, just come back.
He looked at me, so
I don't know.
she just like waves. Hi.
Yeah. So the man, the hill giant, reclining on the throne, sits up straight and looks over at you. You see there's a dented brass
No, you said
circlet.
he already looked at me.
Yeah, I mean, but like he's like really looking at you, like looking over. He has a dented brass circlet on his head, and he looks over and he says, "What? Wait. You're really, really small, and I don't think you're supposed to be. Why are you in my bedroom? What are you doing in there?" And as he clambers down off of the throne and walks towards you with thunderous footsteps.
Well, it's a long story. People came and got me, and then I exploited my home. So then I had to run, and then I ran. And then I came over here, and then I had to run through the caves, and then I fell, and it really hurt. I skinned my knee, and she kind of like pulls up.
Wait.
She pulls up like her pant leg a little bit, and then she like shows him. She's like, I got boo-boo. And then I fell, and there was a lot of like bones. What do you do down there? I don't know why you did that. So then I ran through.
Stop talking so fast. Wait, who's that back there? Who's it? And he's pointing at Phaedron and Ordefuer.
And she's like, okay, I can't talk like I normally do. And she kind of says it quietly, but he can still hear. And she's like, that is my friends. And then she points like to the owl, and she's like, Professor Hootley. And then she like points over to Phaedron, and she's like, friend Phaedron. And she points over, new friend Red. And then she points to him, she's like, new friend. Waiting for him.
And like, gestures.
Mom called me biggest rock. They call me Rock. But, wait, why'd you come from my bedroom? You're not supposed to be in there.
Like I was saying, I fell. And then
No, you can't fall in my bedroom.
No, before we came up the ladder.
I like how we're just letting
you tell me.
Okay.
He like swipes out his hand and tries to grab. He tries to grab Mystery Lady off the ground.
No.
With one enormous arm. Make an opposed athletics or acrobatics check.
I'm assuming acrobatics.
It's probably acrobatics.
Do I get to? Or am I choosing?
Yes, you get to choose.
Oh.
Well, which one has a better? Okay.
Yes. So he snatches her up in one giant hand and pulls her close, and you smell the fetid, rotting meat smell of his breath as he like yells in your face, like, "You don't go in bedroom."
We'll leave. We will leave right now.
No!
Probably never come back. I'm fine with not coming back.
So yeah, you are now in his square. He's holding on to you, like picking you up in front of his face, and he's like, "No, you stay for the feast. We go for feast now."
Oh shit! No.
You hear her hear her shout back. It's all good, you guys. They're gonna feed us.
I don't think that's what he means. I do not think that's what he means. Oh shit! It's dark over here.
Yep.
Don't forget my owl.
I'm coming!
Professor Hootley!
I can't move my toe.
Professor Hootley!
Wait! She's like just kind of like...
Where are the strippers?
No.